Let's get nasty on a Wednesday. It's the Fastlane on 101 ESPN with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter, and the Cardinals avoided elimination last night. Dramatic come-from-behind victory. These boys are red hot, and if I could speak for all of us here in the Fastlane, let me say, why not?
Oh, no!
Us?
You just ruined it!
Marshy. Are you in?
So mad right now.
Marshy,
Do you still
Does
hate
anybody
Anthony?
listen? We established a month ago we need to stop saying that.
No,
and
he's
if we
back.
stop saying it, they'll start to win games.
So what did you say, Anthony?
Why not us?
Marshy, do you still hate Anthony from yesterday?
No.
Okay.
But today's a new day, so he has another opportunity to irritate me.
He started already. We're 53 seconds into the show, and I think he's there.
Record-setting performance last night for Brendan Donovan. Historic night, boys. Tied an MLB record with 4 doubles in one game. Sparked that 9-8 Cardinals comeback win over the Giants, who officially can say, let's start making vacation plans. They were eliminated. He being Brendan Donovan, joined Matt Carpenter in 2018. And Joe Ducky Medwick in 1937 as the only Cardinals to achieve the feat. Only the 53rd such game in MLB history. What a game for Brendan Donovan.
He balled.
What a game for the Cardinals.
He had a hell of a game, and he wasn't in the starting lineup when we did the lineup game yesterday.
No, he was not.
He was added afterwards, and I guess he was feeling better. Obviously, seeing as how he played. Every ball he hit was on the button. Right, he 4 doubles. The importance of that final double. Like Brendan Donovan is a really good baseball player. Like there is no doubt about that. Am I
Z?
Z-O-U,
Yeah,
Anthony.
baby.
Let's go, baby.
Am I?
He's on.
Am I? Not
Z.
no.
O-U?
Yeah.
What the hell are y'all doing?
I thought you were leaving
What are
us
you
in the
doing?
chair.
Am I?
Z.
Z-O-U. Y'all are crazy. This is madness. You guys don't listen well, do you?
No, this is Sparta.
Coming out of my cage, and I've been doing just fine.
Whoa. You ruined it. Carey, you were saying Brendan Donovan's basically a baseball god?
He's a hell of a baseball player. I am not
There you go.
ready to jump on this bandwagon that the Cardinals are going to make the playoffs. I thought it was a great game last night. I thought
Is there a bandwagon?
Well, him, Anthony, Pete, and Marshy's like walking
Okay.
beside the
By
bandwagon.
the way, but just really quickly,
Pete's driving.
sidebar right now. What do you think Pete will do if the Cardinals make the playoffs? He might set up shop in the parking lot out there and like have his own parade, maybe a Stalter, Rivers, Davis, and Marsh pinatas, and he just hammers them.
Hold the bullhorn. I told you.
You don't believe.
Yeah. Now these are soundproof windows, but nonetheless, he wouldn't know that.
We can see him.
Well,
Yeah,
now
we could.
Never see him.
Yeah. They'll have signs too, just in case.
I thought it was a really good game. You were down, I think, 6-1 at one point. I thought the game was over. 6-3 because they were up. I don't remember.
7-3.
7-3.
Seven's the number.
They were down.
They were
8-3,
down.
I think.
They started the game off red hot 3-0, and then they were down 8-3 at one point. And I'm like, yeah, man, it's been a good run, fellas.
We're done.
And I just kept watching. I'm like, they keep hitting the ball. Oh, they keep finding a way to score.
Yeah, they do.
Are the Giants that bad? Or are the Cardinals good?
The Giants, I think, made an interesting move. Bob Melvin said, you know what? I want to make sure that we don't cancel our plans to Disney World. I can't have us staying in this postseason race. Why don't I leave Joey Lucchesi in there, who's a lefty, and have him get murdered by Ivan Herrera, who murders lefties. Interesting choice for Bob Melvin there. So you know what?
He could have taken him out.
He could have.
He
should have.
He went with his gut.
No, he didn't. He goes, you know what, guys? Since you won't play along, I'll handle it. Your season's over. Congratulations. I'm leaving Joey out there.
Pete says he will set up shop right outside.
Good.
We want that, too.
Yeah,
we want the
that.
Cardinals
Pete.
somehow make it in, right?
Don't waste your time.
Stay away.
I mean,
all
don't
of
waste
you.
your time. Come on.
Waste your time.
Come on, Pete.
Who says I don't want my team to make the playoffs.
I don't want.
When they are
Your life.
mathematically still in it.
I do
Are
want.
they going to make it? Probably not.
There you go.
Not with that attitude.
Yeah,
Oh, now it's my attitude.
yeah, it is.
Maybe it always has
Are
been.
we sure that the pinata is not my body and you guys are all taking a whack at it in the last 24 hours?
I haven't said anything, Marsh.
That's fair.
That's these two guys.
You came after me, so I
I
came
didn't say
after you.
anything.
In
You
fairness.
say things, and I just try to understand what you're saying.
Oh my gosh, this guy's twisting it. He's twisting it.
That's what he does.
It's not what I say. It's what you say, and
No,
I'm just trying to
it's what
figure
I
it out.
say. It's what you hear. We established that a long time
I'm just
ago.
trying to make sure, Marshy. That's
Hey,
all.
guys, there's no reason to argue on Cardinals save their season day. Okay, Come on.
Is that that's what we're calling
That's
it?
what we're
is
calling it
officially?
today.
If do they
Cardinals
have
save their
to,
season day.
they have to win the rest of their games?
Yeah, probably.
Every single game from here on
Yeah.
out?
Well, last night was an elimination game.
They won 17 in a row one time.
You're damn right. This is only how many in a row, Marsh?
6,
6 is the number.
I think.
That's a lot. I don't know about that.
They're well, maybe 7 if they win the rest of them.
They've won 3 in a row, guys.
They got 7
So
games
far.
left.
So that means they would have a 7-game win streak
And it's been done before.
to roll into the playoffs
Darn right it
and then
is.
face the Dodgers.
Team resilient. That's what we're calling them now. St. Louis team resilient.
Are we?
Yep. Nolan Arenado and Ivan Herrera homered during the comeback. Congratulations, Jamie. You had another 2 points.
This thing is over.
Well, it literally. I mean, this is.
There's no chance unless
I think I'm
you
down.
just-
I think I'm down by 10, right, Marsh? In our
think it might
home
be
run.
11.
I'm down by 15.
Is it 11?
Let's take an old gander here at the sheet real quick.
I think I was 8 yesterday. If not, if I'm 12, this puppy's over with.
They don't even get to any pinch hitters. Like, the hell are we doing?
Now, if Brendan Donovan were to hit a home run and one of us chose him, would that count for 10 points?
Well, hang
As
on.
he
Did
was
he
saying.
start the game?
He did
Yeah,
start,
he started,
but
yeah.
he wasn't in the lineup when we did the lineup game.
Still,
It would only be a normal home run
Yep,
if he starts.
I agree.
If he comes in one
Unless
inning into the
it's got to
game,
be a pinch hit to
Unless
hit.
Jamie picked him, then it would have.
oh, then I'd
He
find a
would
way
have
to
argued.
celebrate.
Yeah, he would have argued in his favor.
Anthony, you're down by 11.
Oh no!
So it's over.
No, nothing is over.
Jamie,
Well, actually, that's not true. Let's say someone comes in, gets a pinch hit home run.
Yeah.
They stay in the game
And hit another one.
another one. You would win.
That's 20.
Well, wait, hang on. When did
Damn
they
right
play
it
their
is.
last games?
Oh, this weekend, Friday.
Don't worry
Why
about
did
it.
they bit them before?
Because they play Friday.
yeah, but
Saturday, Sunday.
tonight is
Oh, this
the
is
last
game.
time we could do the lineup game and that's board.
Why?
Not bet the
Or I'm
beat the
sorry,
streak.
beat the streak.
Why?
They play at 1:20 on Friday.
Yes,
Our show starts at 2:10.
they don't play tomorrow, and then they play at 1 game.
It ends at 5:53.
Nice job, Carey. Jamie forgets sometimes.
What?
How about this? If somebody hits a pinch hit home run tonight,
Yeah.
you'll give me an extra play.
No.
Okay.
Why would I just? Well, what?
For funsies.
We're just like
Congratulations, Jamie.
whatever.
Nobody's done it. Nobody's hit a pinch hit home run.
Not this year. We had a couple last year.
Did we?
Also hit one. Oh, we didn't pick him though.
No.
I
That's what I'm
had
saying.
Lukenbaker hit me one last year.
Really?
Yeah.
I had Tommy Pham, the grand.
Oh,
The
you
Grand
did.
Fam.
The Grand Fam.
or the
Okay,
Fam
so it's
Slam.
happened like all the time. Basically, it's happened almost every night. Is what you guys
Just
are
got to pick the right guy, Anthony.
Okay. Got to pick the right horse.
They don't play baseball.
Horses?
Not
No.
yet. Donovan emphasized not playing if his mechanics were compromised because, of course, he's been playing through the injury, battling groin stiffness for months, aggravated by an earlier foot injury. He had been out of the lineup for 2 games. Late addition after testing his swing and defense pregame. Left the game after the 9th inning double because of the groin issue. So it'll be interesting to see if he's in there again tonight. But the bottom line is Cardinals need to win out, and they probably will. And we'll talk Cardinals baseball next week, too.
I hope so. It'd be awesome.
I mean, why not? This team's earned it.
If
Not
they
really,
do that,
but-
it would be pretty amazing.
It would be. Highly unlikely, though. All right, it's Fastlane on 101 at ESPN, so we will play the lineup game. What? What?
Why you got to end it on that note? Just be optimistic. Try it.
I've been trying it. I've been trying
Try
it
it
throughout the course of the segment.
Look at Marsha. He's still optimistic.
Of course he is.
No matter how bitter he looks, he's still optimistic.
He believes in his team.
He does believe. He just don't want to say it out loud.
He's been blessing the couch every night.
Have you, buddy? No. I don't think it works that way. Does Jimmy Snuggerud have a legit chance to win the Calder Trophy playing alongside Robert Thomas? We'll have that convo next on 101 ESPN. It's a Fast Lane on 101 ESPN with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. Does Jimmy Snuggerud have a legit chance to win the Calder Trophy playing playing alongside Robert Thomas. Snuggerud left the Blues practice early after crashing into the boards behind the net. He was on the ice for a few minutes, but did skate off on his own. Matthew DeFranks of the Post-Dispatch writes that Jim Montgomery said that Jimmy Snuggerud is fine and, quote, anything serious has been eliminated in his day-to-day right now. Think of it as getting in a bad car accident, hit from behind, something like that. He went in hard to the boards. Jamie, looking at like the odds, some of the odds.
Yeah,
I know that you and Marsh specifically, you were checking some of the like awards and player props and things like that at the various sports books. And Marsh, you were specifically looking at the Calder Award, and you saw that Jimmy Snuggerud is plus 1,600. Mm-hmm. He's got the same odds as 3 other players, but he's fourth. He's tied for fourth in terms of the odds. That's pretty remarkable, considering Jimmy Snuggerud did not have a lot of time last year when he finished up his collegiate career, came to the Blues, and played a lot. And odds makers think that highly of him. Jamie, what do you think about Snuggerud having an opportunity to potentially win the Calder Trophy?
Well, yes, obviously. There's a couple.
Which is Rookie of the Year, by the way.
Yeah, Rookie of the Year. Here's what works to his advantage: is he's already got some games under his belt. Some of these other rookies don't. Some of them do. But he's got games under his belt. He's got playoff games under his belt. He knows what the expectations are. He understands how to play the game, both ends of the ice. Like he's very mature for a rookie player. He's also going to be playing, at least right now, alongside Robert Thomas and Pavel Buchnevich, who that would be your first line. And we're anticipating that Robert Thomas could be a 100-point player this year. If so, he's got to be passing the puck to somebody or scoring, getting passes from somebody too, which puts Jimmy Snuggerud in a spot to where he can also pick up, 40, 45, 50 points maybe this year. If that's the case, then he's got a hell of a chance. Now, the downside to that is that every night he's going to be playing against the other team's top defensive players, both forwards and defensemen, because Robert Thomas doesn't get the easy matchups.
Yeah.
Even at home, when you have the last change, other teams do things like get the puck, get control, make a quick change, and match up again. They do the best that they can. So that's going to be something that Jimmy Snuggerud is going to have to battle through, which he already has, because the Thomas line was getting a tough matchup at the end of the season last year, and certainly in the playoffs. So Snuggy knows what it takes right now to compete on a nightly basis. The part I worry about, he's never played a professional schedule. He's never played over like 36 games in a season. I think that's the number. If I'm wrong, whatever. It's in and around that. 82 is a big schedule against NHL caliber players. Where Demidov comes from the KHL, he's played a more pro schedule over there. And now, Bouillon is, he's a college guy too. So you got a couple of college guys in there. We're going to see. I think Jimmy Snuggerud has the scoring ability, the playmaking ability, and the tenacity to be a really good rookie player. I think he ends up as a finalist for the Calder Trophy. Does he win it? I don't know.
What do you think, Marsh? You love his chances.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he's a goal scorer for one. I wonder how much time he's going to get on the power play in terms of not time, but how many points. That's something that we've talked about with Robert Thomas. Just how many points that he can add to his point total. If the Blues had a pretty good power play, I would assume the same thing for Jimmy Snuggerud. So to your point, Jamie, he could be going up against some of these the top lines for other teams, but also if he's on the power play and getting significant time on PP1, and he's putting the puck in the back of the net, he's feeding other players, like that will definitely add to his point total. And I think if he is a significant piece to this Blues team and they make the playoffs, I wonder if that factors in too. I know Montreal is basically you could compare Montreal to being the Blues of the Eastern Conference at this point. So if they make the playoffs, Demidov, if he has a huge hand in that, he'll probably end up getting the first place, just because it's the Canadian market. It's Montreal.
Like playing for the Yankees.
Yeah, right.
So, which, by the way, I think they're getting a little help right now in the AL East. That's a different conversation.
That's George Springer.
Yeah. But I think Jimmy Snuggerud has a really good chance of winning this thing. Will it happen? Who knows? But he's definitely going to, in my opinion, have a really good season for the Blues.
So I'm looking up Jimmy Snuggerud, and the most games he's ever played was last year, 40 games in college, 7 games in the NHL. So 47 games total. That's half a season for the NHL. So how can his body navigate a full season? And how can how can he navigate a full season? He's never done it before. So if Jimmy Snuggerud's a smart young man, which I think he is, I think what he's going to have to do is lean on teammates like Robert Thomas, Braden Shen, guys that have been around, and say, hey, how do I budget my body for the year? Like, what's the best way to do this? How do you guys, what do you do post-game? What do you do post-practice? What do you do pre-game? What do you do pre-practice? Are we doing massage? Do we do cold tub? Do we do, like, how are you guys keeping your bodies going?
How do you be a pro?
For 82 games. Because I'd like to try some of the things you're doing, see what works for me, and because I want to be able to play game 82 like I did game 1. That's what, I never did that. I always thought it's just going to be easy. I just step in, just get me the puck.
Yeah.
Now, I'd come off of like 65, 70 game schedule, so it wasn't like, But Jimmy Snuggerud, and he is a smart young man, and the strength and conditioning coach, Ryan Podell, is going to be talking to him about nutrition, workouts, flexibility, all those things. Ray Barilli's going to take care of him. So the best thing about being in the NHL now as a young player, you have all of these resources around you. Teammates, all specialists in every category, all this stuff. And they even make your meals now at the rink. You talk to the chef, he makes your meals for the week. And you leave with a little bag of like,
it's awesome.
It doesn't get any better. Man, I wish I would have had that breaking into the league. Huh?
Yeah, life is good.
Life is good. Yeah. And if you want something different, or you want like, the chef will make it for you. And you take it home in your little to-go containers, and you go eat every night, and you're on the right program, and your body's doing good. So
is that available to us?
They have certain places
Blues
like
Radio Network.
Like,
I think you're gonna have to probably.
Oh, you mean like the chef at the rink?
Yeah.
I managed to get one meal last year,
and he's there every day.
It was actually, believe it or not, it was one of the shows that we did down at Enterprise Center. They had listened to our show the previous time where you showed up with my meal like 10 minutes before.
Yeah.
And I had to hammer it down almost as an entire brick of food. And so they were doing lunches the one day, and the lady came out and she's like, "Oh, would you like a lunch? I heard the last time you didn't get fed until right before your show."
How tragic was that? To have somebody bring
to go out of their way to bring you the specific
from
meal
South County
that you asked.
Where did you park, Anthony?
I parked right outside the stadium.
Oh, yeah. How'd you get that parking?
From you.
Oh, okay. So it's not like I didn't pay you back, you know? Like,
well, listen, Jamie, I do it because I love you and you're my brother. You do it because you're just hungry. You know?
I give you parking because I'm hungry?
Yeah.
No, it's not true.
If I didn't bring you food that day, where am I parking?
Maybe in Illinois.
Busch Stadium.
So I'm looking at the past Calder Trophy winners, all of the forwards. They're all 20-goal guys, 60-point guys. Is Jimmy Snuggerud 24 goals this year and 60-point caliber? Is that because that seems to be kind of the land,
well, let's do something
the spot
fun.
where you need to be.
Let's do something fun real quick. Who amongst us do you think is best at math? Marshy. Okay.
Probably me.
So Marshy, Jimmy Snuggerud had 4 points in 7 games.
Yeah.
If he played 82 games, what does that equal?
Oh.
4 times 7 equals 28. Oh, geez.
I don't think that was right.
Oh, we're already starting off in the hole.
Oh, boy, 56. You times that. Oh, geez.
All right, text line. Someone help me out. 4 points in 7 games. Wow. If he plays 82 games, what does that translate to?
44, around 50 points. 48-ish points.
Okay.
If he plays 82 games, I got him at 77 games. So 44 goals, 44 points there.
So 45 to 50 points.
Yeah, 48 to 50 points.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got 100 points in his rookie season.
I was the one to do the damn math.
You
Well, you
said
didn't
100.
volunteer.
You went
you
too
said
fast.
four goals in
Stanley
7
Cup
games.
champion.
Points.
4
He said
points.
Points in 7 games. I would. How much for 82?
It's
I
less
got
than
it,
half.
guys.
Oh, carry the 3. It's actually 69, Anthony. 69 points.
Are you serious?
It's 46.
That's what I said.
46, almost 47.
Yeah, but you got to count
Said 44 to 48
thing.
points.
Big D. Actually, we have a lot
about
of people
47.
here on
You
the
got to
text line.
count the weather.
It's 46.85.
Yeah, it's what it is. And that's what the text line popped in. Thank you, text line.
Nobody. Yeah, no, whatever.
Carey,
No,
you did
Carey,
great.
you were first.
No, you were first. It's better to be first.
Thank
It
you.
is.
It
It
is.
is.
I'm just proud of myself. That's all.
You got the math right.
So
But he added some pounds to his body to be
Not
bigger,
Marsh.
stronger. You got to account for the pounds. So if we take the pounds that he
But
added
maybe
and you
he's
add
slower.
that to the point total, that would give him around 60 to 70 points.
But how many outdoor games is he playing this year?
Well, 0 this
See,
year.
Now you gotta add that in there too. There's no wind. Last year there was an outdoor game.
He wasn't on the
No,
team
but there
for
was an
that.
outdoor game.
Yeah, but you didn't play in that.
But it affected the other guys.
But he was outside that day.
How do you know, Anthony? He could have.
He definitely
stayed
stepped outside.
inside.
Just calculate.
Got in his car, which was in a garage, drove to the Enterprise Center under the rink.
This isn't Minnesota.
Okay, and then
You know?
got out of the car and he was inside all day. You have no idea. You don't know what's going on.
You know what? None of us have any idea, and we certainly
did the
don't have
math.
any idea about math.
I did the math.
No, you were fantastic.
Carey did the math.
And when I said I could do it, you looked at me like I had 4 heads. Like, you're not gonna.
I don't know your math skills.
I'm really good with
How do I know
money.
your math skills?
Money is, I mean, yeah.
How do I know you're good at money? I don't know.
Come on, man.
Open your life to me, Carey.
Open your wallet.
That too. I was hoping that he'd
Yeah, you
get
would
that.
offer,
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyways, Jimmy Snuggerud, if he's only got 48 points, I don't know if he wins the Calder. If he gets close to 55 points, somewhere in that range, I think he's got a real shot at it. Time will tell. It's going to be a very learning experience for Snuggy. And someone on the text line said it best. You know, Jim Montgomery said, hey, let's please keep the expectations low so that whatever we get from Jimmy Snuggerud is a bonus. You know, let's not like set the bar too high for him.
Sure.
But either way, I think he's going to be a really fun kid to watch play.
As do we. It's Fastlane on 101 to ESPN. Carey said something that, I mean, honestly, it's probably makes a lot of sense. But Jamie and Marsh responded with, "Whoa, what are you, drunk?" I'll tell you what that is next on 101
Could be
ESPN.
anything.
The end of the month is right around the corner, so you want to head out to Herculaneum and take advantage of Auto Centers Nissan's Winning Drive sales event. Right now, you can take advantage of 0% APR for 60 months, 0 down, and no payments for 3 months on the 2025 Rogue, Pathfinder, and Murano. All 3 built in the United States and backed by Nissan's top ranking in the latest J.D. Power Initial Quality Study. I've driven all 3. I love all 3 for various different reasons. The Pathfinder, I love that they got the 3rd row in the Pathfinder, especially for our household. And we've got, the 3 little ones playing sports or involved in dance or, constantly on the move. I love having that 3rd row. It makes it easy to get the kids in and out. The Murano, you should see the redesign on the Murano, man. It's sleek. It's awesome. I'm driving a black one right now that looks fantastic. If you're shopping used, they've got you covered there too at Auto Center. 0 down and no payments for 3 months on a huge selection of used vehicles, all priced to move. Every new Nissan comes with rock bottom dealer pricing. their exclusive lifetime warranty and a 30-day return promise. Give you a little peace of mind in case you don't love the vehicle. You can bring it back within 30 days, and they'll refund your money. They've got over 1,000 vehicles in one massive location. Check them out right off 555 in Herculaneum, just minutes from South County. It's Auto Centers Nissan, Herculaneum.
ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. The Cardinals are alive. Their season still alive. And they'll take on the Giants once again after winning last night. Sonny Gray on the mound tonight for the Redbirds. 8:45 first pitch. We'll talk with Brad Thompson at 3:15. So stay tuned for that. But coming up next, we're going to dive into the NFL and talk about the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. See them at londoff.com. Chevy, together we drive. Are you kidding me?
So Carey Davis said something in the pre-show meeting, and Jamie said, What are you drunk already?
I said, how much you've been drinking today?
And Marsh said, yeah, Carey, how much you been drinking today?
What? I never said that.
I was thinking,
You were thinking it, though. I could tell.
Maybe.
Your body language showed it.
I was thinking to myself, I'm like, what he said wasn't that crazy.
Thank you.
Carey?
It wasn't that crazy? You didn't say it wasn't crazy.
Well, it's not crazy.
Go ahead, Carey.
Well, I said the Eagles are the favorites to win the Super Bowl again.
What?
And it might not be that close.
Hang on. Who's the favorite for real?
Bills.
I don't pay attention to that stuff.
Well, you should have last week, Indiana. I told you.
I don't pay attention to that stuff.
What do you mean you didn't know? I told you.
I don't pay attention to that stuff.
So the Eagles are plus 750.
What does that mean?
They're
Exactly. It's just a number.
You win
And
seven.
If you ask me a question, I
Clearly-
usually get a chance to answer it.
Clearly, we don't know numbers very well, do we?
No, you're right.
There you go.
Yes, you do. You just solved that math problem.
Well, then listen to me because I know.
The Packers, the Lions look pretty good. The Chargers, what makes them the favorite?
For me, everything starts at the quarterback position, right? We often look at teams that have, the Joe Burrows, the Josh Allens, Lamar Jacksons, and we get excited about how well that team is supposed to be based off of the quarterback play. Jalen Hurts is a psychopath. And I mean that in the best way possible. He does not give a damn how his team wins. It is not about my glory and me being the best player and best well-known player on. It's not about any of that. It's about finding a way to win the game. And I found a way to get back into that game. The blocked field goal was just a cherry on top because they had already won the game once they blocked it. But defensively, offensively, special teams, this team is, in my opinion, the best team. And they are a team that can win in a multitude of ways. You saw how they have won so far this season. The Cowboys game wasn't pretty, but it was a W. The Chiefs game wasn't pretty, but it was a W. They can win however you want them to win. And then you saw them play the Chiefs in the Super Bowl last year, and they opened it all the way up and beat the hell of elite players at all of their skill positions, and they have one of the best offensive lines in football. They have a play that is unstoppable. That they're
65 pounds.
Throw him in there and see if he can stop it. Like, they are whatever way you want to play. If you want to play bully ball, cool. You want to air it out, cool. Whatever you want to do, however you want to get muddy, they'll get muddy with you. And I don't think it's even close how they can beat you in a multitude of ways.
Wow. Okay, so one, I respect your opinion tremendously, and everything you're saying about the Eagles is correct. Everything you're saying. The problem I have is I've been watching a few other teams around the league. They're pretty damn good, too. And, the Packers had an off week, whatever that is. It happens from time to time. Now, some would say championship teams don't have those weeks. So we'll see how the Packers bounce back. Obviously, a huge emotional game coming up against the Cowboys. They just do. And all they're doing is winning. And all they've done is win for a number of years now. They haven't won anything significant. Let's not go there. I won't go there on the Lions and the way they're playing that smash mouth football on the Ravens. They basically bullied the Ravens off the Eagles are that dominant to just run roughshod over the Lions in their own conference, let alone be the Super Bowl favorite. Like, Anthony, I'm anxious to hear your thoughts on this because I respect that you've kind of stumbled out of the blocks a little bit.
So Marsh brought up interesting point yesterday when he said that the Eagles remind him of last year's Chiefs. And I was the one that kept saying last year, and it's not always going to look pretty. But defensively, he's going to wait. You're going to make a mistake, then you're going to wind up on the canvas. And that was the Chiefs last year. Be a little bit more, I don't know. They're playing with fire right now. But after they open things up from a passing standpoint in the Super Bowl, we know it's within them. Mm-hmm. You have to, if you're going to win a Super Bowl, you do have to throw vertically. And the Eagles last year walked a little bit of a tightrope. They bullied Green Bay. They walked a tightrope against the Rams in the divisional rounds. And then they just ran all over a Washington team that I think just ran out of gas.
Washington wasn't. They
were
shouldn't
done
have been there
at that point. Like
they snuck up on the Lions.
They had house money.
Yep.
They did. And again, Saquon Barkley had a massive game, and they didn't have to do too much from the air. But when I saw them attack Kansas City vertically, I'm like, all right, it's within them. So given that they're the defending champs, Buffalo probably should have lost to Baltimore. The Chargers are interesting, but I can't put anybody ahead of the Eagles, which is why we wound up with the Eagles as the number one team in the stack up. Do I think they're vulnerable? Yeah, they've showed some vulnerabilities, but it's the NFL, and on any given Sunday you can lose to the Browns. So for
me,
any team can lose.
They are a team. They don't have egos. Like the only thing, and I think I think it starts with the quarterback. If your quarterback doesn't have an ego, that's generally the highest paid player, the most notable player on the team, right? If he doesn't have an ego, then the left tackle doesn't have a reason to have an ego. The backup right guard doesn't have a right to have an ego. The guy that's covering on kicks doesn't have the right to have an ego because the main guy in most people's teams doesn't have that. They find ways to win games, and I think we tend to forget. They went to the Super Bowl last year and won. They were in the Super Bowl 2 years ago and lost, right? So
probably
it's not like, and they probably should have won that game. So we talk about this team like, oh, that was just a fluke of a season. Like, no, the hell it wasn't. This is their championship window. They got a team. Saquon Barkley can run it down to the 1 yard line, and you know what he's yelling to the sideline? Quarterback sneak, tush put, whatever their call for it is. That's not an ego. That's a team that cares more about getting the damn ball in the end zone rather than who gets the ball in the end zone. You know who worried about who got the ball in the end zone? Pete Carroll and the Seattle Seahawks, which is why they lost that Super Bowl. They wanted Russell Wilson to throw it in. Teams that don't have egos find ways to win, and this is a team that has no ego. All they care about is winning and beating your face in the process, and if you step in their way, they're going to run through you, and they don't have a problem with that.
You know what? I want to thank you. You just described my Lions.
You know what's funny? You actually did. I do think the Lions play that way.
100%.
I was thinking the Lions too.
100%. But until they show you in the playoffs, same thing with the Bills, same thing with the Ravens, same thing with the Lions. Until they show you that they can do it in those games, it doesn't matter.
I agree.
Right? You can be a hell of a regular season team, but once the playoffs come, the Philadelphia Eagles have shown you, we don't give a damn about any of that. The playoffs and the Super Bowl, winning games is what matters most to us. And for me, watching that team is beautiful. It's amazing.
Yeah. I'm glad you brought up the Seahawks because I was pointing at you. Russell Wilson's career ended because he wasn't Jalen Hurts. He didn't have that mentality.
Oh, gosh,
he did.
No kidding.
He wanted to be.
He also is not a good quarterback.
Well, he was
at that time.
He was a hell of a quarterback.
He wanted to be a pocket passer that can put up big numbers and win MVPs. And he went to Denver, and now he's on his I think his 10th or 11th team, and nobody wants him because he really fit. If Jalen Hurts. If he maintains, he's the perfect quarterback for this team. I don't think you can drop Jalen Hurts in any situation and ask him to do things like Patrick Mahomes can do, right? Or even Justin Herbert, who now is Carey's new favorite quarterback as well.
I do like Justin.
He's a hell of a player.
But he fits perfectly with that Eagles team, just like Russell Wilson fit perfectly with that Seattle team. But then he really worried about his own stats and his image and all that stuff, and his career went sideways. So very selfless team. They're our number one team in the stack up, despite Marsh and Jamie pushing for other teams. Tell you what, though.
Hey, we all can't have groupthink here.
Outside of your college football team is the best.
Oh, of course.
Everyone knows that.
Holy smokes.
Whoa. What did you do there?
My mic broke.
Breaking things again.
You know what? I'll fix that.
All right.
Just need a screwdriver. You know what? This doesn't happen down the hall.
No, it doesn't. If it does, there's somebody in there within 2 seconds. Apologize.
I'm so sorry. Mr. Rizzuto. I'm so sorry. I'll fix that right away. All right, what's trending is next. We got a grade from ESPN.com on the Cardinals. Do we agree with it? That's next on 101 ESPN.
Anthony, low testosterone happens to aging men all the time. It is something normal. It's not anything that you should be embarrassed about or ashamed of. But it is a tough time because you feel different. And we're always striving to be, remember we were 25? Remember that? I was in great shape, all this energy. And then you're like, oh, what happened? Well, it's just father time. No, it's not. Yes, it is, but you can change it. Head into mentality. Just talk to one of the board-certified physicians. Tell them kind of what you're going through, what you're battling, and tell them what your goals are, what you'd like to be moving forward. They will do a full blood panel, which is great because whether it's low testosterone, other vitamins, or even sometimes they can find things that present themselves before it's too late and you can get ahead of it. So it is essential to get into mentality and get your blood work done.
Isn't it awesome to see the results and just, hey, you have those moments where you're like, oh yeah, this program for mentality is working. I was in the gym earlier today, and I'll be honest, I didn't get enough sleep last night. Didn't have enough to eat this morning, and I'm like, man, I don't know if I should go in there. I went in there, and all of a sudden I'm pushing the weight. I'm adding on to whether it's the weight or the reps. I'm like, man, I feel great. A lot of that is due to mentality because I'm on that right program, just like you are, Jamie, and just like a lot of other men. You'll see results. When you see the results, you're like, okay, this is working. I know it's working. I know it's sustained. Energy's there, mood's there, everything. Your drive is back. It's awesome. So check them out. mentalityhealth.com/radio is where you can check them out online, or head down to one of the two locations, South County or in Chesterfield. Tell them Jamie and Anthony sent you in there. It's mentality.
Topics in the sports world.
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
It's time to find out with
What's Trending, brought to you by Elite Comfort Experts. Heating and cooling with no gimmicks, just guarantees. EliteComfortExperts.com.
Welcome back to the Fast Lane here on 101 ESPN with Anthony Stalter, Jamie Rivers, and Carey Davis. I'm Andrew Marsh, and it's time for What's Trending. Anthony, you said in the last segment that we will get to an ESPN article, and this article, written by David Schoenfield. You all right over there?
Nah, I don't think he is.
He dropped his teeth.
Jeez, man.
By the way, someone texted in before we get to this. Part-time Nebraska fan said, sorry, guys, Tim broke the mic earlier on TMA.
Those
there you
TMA
go.
guys have no respect for anything.
No, they don't.
Surprised it's not fixed.
Just need a Allen wrench here. That'll be fine. Go ahead,
Anyways.
Marsh. David Schoenfield.
Yeah, David Schoenfield wrote an article, full 2025 regular season grades for all 30 MLB teams. This is what he wrote about the Cardinals. He gave them a C- and said, meh. The Cardinals hung in the wild card race longer than they probably should have for a team that ranks next to last in strikeout rate from their pitchers and just out of the cellar in home runs from their hitters. They did learn a few things about some of their young players, but the answers weren't all good ones. Jordan Walker and Nolan Gorman probably aren't solutions as regulars. Victor Scott II can certainly play center field, but his bat is questionable. Ivan Herrera can hit, but his catching days might be over after not playing behind the plate the final 3 months. The meh factor has shown up in the attendance, excluding the 2021 season when attendance was likely impacted by COVID-19. The Cardinals have their lowest per game average since 1995, and that was coming off the strike. So you really go back to 1984 for a lower attendance figure. Chaim Bloom takes over the baseball operation reins this offseason, and he has his work cut out for him.
I think that's pretty fair all across the board. Don't you guys?
C- is fair?
Yeah.
I think it's completely bang on.
I see. Yeah. You would go lower,
Yeah.
but that would indicate that your expectations were higher coming into the season.
Okay.
C- is
Right?
average, and this team is an average
Okay,
baseball
don't
team.
Well, C- is below, slightly below average. I
And
think they're a
there's-
slightly below average team.
And the record could ultimately show that they are under 500 unless they end up winning out, and then maybe it's a C+.
Sure.
And
Okay.
let's not be mistaken here a little bit. The league has also made them look better. And what I mean by that is all of these teams that don't seem to care about the wild card spot have made the Cardinals look better because they're still only 3.5 games back.
Yep.
And then you go, like I said in the office earlier, like imagine if they didn't have that 5-game skid. What if they won 2 of those games in that 5-game skid? Because they actually gained a half a game by losing 5 games in a row.
Yeah.
So imagine if they'd won 2, they'd be at 1.5 games back right now from the wild card. And that really is not a reflection of the Cardinals playing well. Like, they are, because, ish, but the rest of the National League not really playing well either.
Yeah, right, exactly. It's not, to me, them being in the race is as much of a reflection of other teams and where they're at in the National League than the Cardinals. I mean, the Cardinals are a average to slightly below average team, period. And as we're finding out, the muddled middle in the National League, that makes up most of the league, right? And I'm talking about the league, the National League, not the entire, not all of Major League Baseball. So the National League has a large muddled middle, and that's where the Cardinals are at.
There's 8 teams in that muddled middle, because the Giants, although eliminated, are still only 4.5 games back of the 3rd wild card spot.
Sure.
So that's the Giants, the Marlins, the Cardinals, the Diamondbacks, the Reds, the Mets, the Padres, and the Cubs. That's all the teams that are fighting for a wild card spot.
Right. So I think C- is fine. Now, Carey, you scoffed a little bit. I'm
He's
interested
angry.
in your thoughts.
Well, you know what? I agree. Yeah.
No, you don't.
He's giving
agree.
up. What do you just do?
he might
Yeah,
have
they
been
got
swayed.
four games
You're
left.
tapping out. Why?
Yeah, four games left. Got a chance to
Wait, yeah, you're not
change that
agreeing.
C- to a C+.
Okay, tell us how you really have you been swayed, or are you just you've tapped out? Because you've never. I don't think you've ever been swayed.
Yeah, I don't care.
I couldn't sway you on Justin Herbert. He just played well enough, and you're like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I watched enough ball to know that Justin Herbert was actually a good ball player. Mm-hmm. I've watched enough ball to know that the Cardinals are, I guess, a C- ball team. And on occasion, they're a D plus team.
And on occasion, they're a B plus team.
No.
No, they have been at times.
They have been. They've beaten some good teams this year, and they've lost to some teams that they should have won.
And as far as the Rockies are concerned, they're probably in half at that because they.
So okay, let's break it down into categories. Their pitching would be a what?
Not a C.
C.
I'd give it a
The entire staff?
From start to finish.
No, I'm talking about starting bullpen.
Starting rotation.
Just starting rotation.
Starting rotation.
That's a D plus.
C minus, D plus, yeah.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
D.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
Lineup hitting.
C.
Yeah.
Fielding.
Oh, I think that's a B.
B.
Yeah.
Started a great, then
Then some guys
Became
had to
fine.
play.
If you've got all your healthy guys in the lineup when they did, it's a B.
So I guess you all are giving them a C.
What's your problem?
I don't have a problem. I'm fine with a C. My name starts with a C. It's a good letter.
So
I don't know what's going on here.
I'm lost.
I'm lost.
I don't know what he's trying to accomplish.
Where are we?
the one thing that this article highlights,
And then playoffs.
it says Jordan Walker and Nolan Gorman probably aren't solutions as regulars. Those were the two guys you needed answers on this year. So in terms of production, I would agree with Carey in that it's probably below a C minus. That's just where I'm at with these two players.
You didn't learn anything this year.
I mean, you kind of did. You learned that maybe they're not a part of the team.
You learned
they're not a core piece.
You learned that you got to go back to the drawing board and start over.
Yeah, you're further away than you thought you were.
There you go.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Good talk, guys.
All right. That's what's trending here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Under the radar college football storylines. We'll get into those next. Your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. Under the radar college football storylines. I don't think that this is under the radar anymore, but it might be nationally. It shouldn't be, but it might be nationally. Not here, but all around. Mizzou's a legit playoff team, a legit playoff threat. They got UMass this weekend, so they won't suffer any. They're like a 44-point favorite at home, so they're not going to suffer any issues there. Essentially a bye week before hosting Alabama. And this Alabama team struggles with mobile quarterbacks, has struggled on the road, and plays Georgia this weekend in Athens. So, if Georgia were to beat Bama 2 losses, maybe they come into Columbia licking their wounds a little bit, and Mizzou shoves it where the sun don't shine. But I think under the radar nationally, Mizzou being a legit playoff team is a under the radar storyline.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with the Missouri Tigers on this one.
Please do.
Obviously, I'm a big fan. And Ahmad Hardy, for me, I think he's an under the radar Heisman Trophy candidate.
What are his odds?
I don't know what his odds are. People are talking about Bo Prabula and whatnot, and he's had a really nice start to the season. I think there are going to be some speed bumps for Bo as he plays some better defenses throughout the rest of the season. That doesn't mean he's going to play bad. Some speed bumps to where the numbers might dip a little bit, but I think Hardy's going to be able to rush. I think he's still going to be able to carry that ball for lots of yards. To me, I think he's under the radar because I haven't heard his name in any of the conversations for Heisman, yet he's running roughshod over everybody they've played so far.
So to your point, he's 60-1. He's 60-1 to win it all. After throwing 20 slants for touchdowns over the weekend, Fernando Mendoza of Indiana is the current favorite at 7-1. So again, the favorite is 7-1. Ahmad Hardy is 60-1. There's plenty of players in front of him. So I would qualify that as an under-the-radar storyline, Jamie, but I agree with you. The way that Ahmad Hardy's running, he's a sleeper Heisman candidate. Carey?
I think Mizzou has really, I said this to somebody on the text line yesterday, Mizzou has everything in front of them. Right? You got through South Carolina, which was supposed to be a tough task, but it clearly wasn't. You were at home. You got UMass this week, and then you get a bye week before you play Alabama. They will be playing, I think they have Vanderbilt and Georgia. Georgia, Vanderbilt, I think that's their 2 next games.
My bad. Okay, so they play Georgia this weekend, then they play Vanderbilt next weekend?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken. But Mizzou has a bye week in between the UMass and Alabama game, which gives you another week to prepare.
I was being rude by calling UMass a bye, but Mizzou actually has
they actually have
double
a
bye.
Yeah. Wow. But no, everything is in front of them. You got to take care of that business. Obviously, the Alabama team is going to come in here ready to roll, but they have everything right there for them. You can have a hiccup at Auburn. You can have a hiccup at Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt is a tough team with Diego Pavia at quarterback. They do what they do well. They run the ball. They'll run it right at you. They'll run it right down your throat. They're going to have success doing whatever they do. But you got to take care of, obviously, UMass this weekend, get a bye week, get rested, and then have Alabama coming into town after 2 tough weeks in the SEC. You got a chance to be in the college football playoff picture after that Alabama game.
Mm-hmm.
So just to backtrack a little bit here, go back to something. I looked it up. Ahmad Hardy is second in the nation in rushing yards, 600 yards. And Robert Henry Jr. is 624 yards. So he's having a hell of a year.
No doubt. All right, another under-the-radar storyline. CD, you're not going to want to hear this.
Oh, boy.
Earmuffs to you, but the season that it's start, I should say. I shouldn't say season because it's just a start. But the start that Jaden Maiava is having for USC. So USC's 4-0. He's averaging just over 300 yards a game, 8th nationally, 9 touchdowns, 0 picks, and is leading the nation at 12.7 yards per attempt. Now, USC hasn't played defenses that are very good at this point. He will see some tougher tests coming up in Michigan, Iowa, and Oregon. But this was somebody that had 6 interceptions in 4 starts last year. He's got 0 thus far. So I think Jaden Maiava And the USC Trojans are flying under the radar a little bit right now, too, from a storyline perspective. Again, we're finding storylines that are flying under the radar.
They are a team that obviously started the season unranked. They had a big game last week against Michigan State at home. I think they are a team that is able to pass the ball, and they always have really good athletes, both on the offensive line, defensive line, and at the skill position. So they are probably under the radar in terms of where they started in comparison to where they are now. But I mean, it's Big Ten football. You got to be able to take care of business. They play Illinois at home. Illinois is at home this weekend. It's another opportunity. But he is flying under the radar. He's one of those guys that can get the ball out of his hand, get to the receivers, and allow those playmakers to make plays.
And, I mean, if Illinois were healthy, it might be a different story. But you've said it yourself. I mean, they know Scott. They've got a safety that could be out. You guys got a safety that could be out. I mean, this is not a great matchup for Illinois coming off the Indiana game.
It's a tough one.
Got to take care of business. As long as they ain't running RPO, we should be fine.
You think Illinois went over that this week at practice?
Yeah, we got 8 up in the RPO game last week. So,
were you even trying?
got a chance. They were trying. They were trying.
Would it make you feel better? Like, I don't think my Falcons were trying, but that makes me feel better.
I do think that they were trying. They just were unable to get a stop.
Gotcha. Okay.
RPO is a difficult thing to play against.
Not impossible.
Not impossible.
Okay.
But difficult.
Do you guys have another under-the-radar storyline you want me to throw out one?
For me, John Mateer hurt at Oklahoma.
That's not even an under-the-radar. That's just a storyline.
That's having hand surgery, and going to be out until, I think, the end of the season or till November or something like that. That's a huge storyline because if you look at Mizzou's schedule as well, they got Oklahoma on there. Yeah. So if he's unable to play in that game, your path to the playoffs did get easier as long as you take care of the business against Alabama, Auburn, and Vanderbilt. Mm-hmm. That to me was, when I saw that come across the news, I was like, oh, that's a huge, because he was also, in my opinion, one of the favorites for the Heisman just based off of the way he had been playing the first few weeks of the season. So, yeah, that's a maybe not under the radar, but a huge storyline, in my opinion, in college football.
I think an under the radar team, and I know they're ranked right now, but
the Ramblin' Wreck from Georgia Tech?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, I'm looking at their schedule right now.
It's pretty easy.
It's pretty easy up until the final game against Georgia, and who knows if they'll still be ranked number 5. But
they always play Georgia well, though.
Could this team make the college football playoff?
Yes.
If they're a one-loss team, you almost have to think it's guaranteed.
They're 4-0. I mean, Clemson tanking now, that certainly hurts because that's their big win. But
at the time, they were ranked high.
At the time, they were ranked high, exactly. So you can only take where the opponent was at the time. But Wake Forest, Virginia Tech, Duke, Syracuse, NC State, Boston College, Pittsburgh, and Georgia's remaining schedule. Most of those teams are very beatable. My chips had Pittsburgh on the ropes.
So, I mean, could
the first quarter?
Don't worry about it, Carey.
Let's say they lose to Georgia. Let's say, with an undefeated ACC schedule, they end up in the ACC championship game. Let's say they take on Miami and they lose.
Yeah. Then no.
They're out. 2 losses.
100%. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't think so.
Georgia Tech?
If your only 2 losses are to Georgia, who is a top 5 team, and Miami, who is also a top 5 team, and both of those games are close, I don't think that they should be kicked out of the
I think you'll find
football picture.
At that point, I think you'll find a better team.
I don't think so. I don't know. Didn't we say the same thing about SMU last year? If they didn't beat, who did they play in the championship game?
The American Conference Championship?
SMU.
Yeah.
They played. They had a tough game last year.
Maybe.
It wasn't Tulane.
It wasn't Tulane.
Okay, guys, I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Tulsa. I don't know.
SMU's in the ACC, so they lost to Clemson.
They lost to Clemson.
I had them back in the American.
Yeah.
Were they ever in the American?
Clemson.
They lost to Clemson last year in the ACC championship game, and that was one of the conversations. If they didn't win, would they still be in the college football playoffs?
Well, good for SMU.
I'm saying the same. He said, "You're missing my damn point."
Well, I'm not missing it. I'm ignoring it.
I know exactly what you're doing.
Yes, well, I guess it's a huge difference.
I guess it really depends because Clemson sort of played their way into that automatic bid. If you take on Miami, and Miami, who is more than likely going to be in the college football playoff, if they're automatically going to be in it and they win, I think you have to take that into consideration. But the precedent has been made that
I'm telling both of you right now that if Georgia Tech loses 2 games, one to Georgia and then in the ACC title game, they're not going to make the playoffs. Okay.
SMU literally did the same thing last year.
Were there better teams that could have made it in? I think that there's going to be better teams this year. Okay.
Whatever, Anthony.
No, whatever you. Brad Thompson next on 101 ESPN.
Well, Missouri, Circus Sports is coming in hot. Come December 1st, they will be available here for all of your betting needs and requirements. But until then, do me a favor. Download the Circus Sports Illinois app today. It's really easy to find it on the website or at the App Store. I talk about it all the time. Super user-friendly. You've got your player props, your parlays. You've got great lines on futures bets. We're just talking about some of the futures bets. Maybe get in on the Heisman Trophy. Ahmad Hardy might be a nice play for you. They've got tight money line splits on all the games and all the sports that are going on. And the best thing about Circus Sports, they've got the best odds. Download any of your favorite apps, check the odds, and you'll see that Circus Sports has better odds, which means bigger payouts. If you're picking winners, you're getting more money for that. They also have high betting limits and just overall, just an awesome app to use for your daily wagers on whatever it is that you're looking to get into. So please get over there, download the app, bet like a pro with your Circus Sports Illinois app, and don't miss out on any of the excitement surrounding my friends over at Circus Sports. If you or someone you know may have a problem with gambling, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
We're hanging with Brad Thompson on 101 ESPN.
Hanging breaking ball from Brad Thompson. And boy, does he get a swing on it. Lift and separate and see you later.
Hanging with BT is sponsored by St. Luke's, ranked top 2% in the nation for cardiac surgery by Health Grades. Visit stlukes-stl.com.
It's the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN with Carey Davis and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. Let's head to the Calder and Thompson phone line. We're joined by our guy, Brad Thompson, 2006 World Series champion, analyst for FanDuel Sports Network. BT, How's the West Coast?
It is beautiful out here. We got a little night game getaway tonight, which does not happen that often. So we should be getting to Chicago at a good, 6:30 in the morning. So
nice.
But it's lovely out here. Yeah, nice, a little red-eye flight.
BT, were you and Chip surprised that Bob Melvin decided to end the Giants season last night by having Joey Lucchesi pitch to Ivan Herrera?
It was an interesting choice for sure. I think any manager at a certain point in the season gets down to we got what we got. Lucchesi was greeted with a 3-run bomb. Herrera is freaking in fuego. Everybody knows how well he is hits against the lefties. I think 337 the average coming in before that one. So look, a huge swing of the bat for him. A huge win, right? We understand where the Cardinals are at. If they lose or if the Mets win, they're officially eliminated from postseason contention. But this team just continues to battle. They were down 5. This is a game that you don't win a lot of the season. They come back to do it. But obviously, that Lucchesi, the lefty, being in against Herrera, who kills him, a big part of that.
BT, staying with Herrera here, the word coming out of Cardinal camp in the last, week or so is that, Herrera's been battling this elbow problem. It's probably the main reason why he's not behind the dish. It's not bothering him at the plate as far as the swing is concerned. But then, Ollie goes on to talk about how the project is going to be getting him up to speed to get him back behind the plate again for next year. What are your thoughts regarding that? And, how far off do you think Herrera is from getting back behind the plate?
Yeah, well, the reason he's not behind the plate this year isn't the elbow necessarily, and obviously it's part of it. He's been dealing with that lingering issue. It's going to be a little cleanup, bone chips. I'm sure, Jamie, you probably had something like that done. I know I've had bone chips taken out of the elbow. It's a really basic. I mean, if you can call any surgery basic, it'll be a basic cleanup for him in that elbow. But it's been the lower half is what's kind of kept him out from behind the plate. 2 lower half injuries put him on the IL twice this year. So they wanted to make sure that that didn't happen again, that they keep his bat in the lineup throughout the rest of it. And they've had the catching duties covered. But I don't think that he'll be that far off. I think it'll be a fairly normal offseason for Herrera after a cleanup. I'm sure the throwing part will take a little bit to progress after the cleanup of the elbow. But look, they want him. He's too young at 25 years old to just DH. You can't have that role sitting there just for that guy. It's got to be able to bounce around the roster, and you have to have some flexibility with it. So getting him back behind the plate makes a lot of sense. And I think that we all know from watching Herrera, one of the biggest issues that he had was holding down the running game. The throwing arm has not been strong for him behind the plate. And hopefully this cleanup ends up helping him at the end of the day.
BT, we're looking at some things in the Cardinals starting pitcher and their pitching staff as a whole. The strikeout rate is second to last in Major League Baseball. Is Liam Doyle or anyone else, is there someone else that can assist with that and make sure that number is not as low going into 2026?
Well, Carey, the main reason you go out and you draft a guy like Liam Doyle is because of that. Like, let's be honest, in the game of baseball, it is about swing and miss. If you don't miss bats, look at Andre Palante. Andre Palante's got one of the highest ground ball rates in baseball, I think second, but he's in the bottom 5% when it comes to strikeout rate. So it's when the ball's in play a lot, there's a lot of volatility there, and you end up running into some issues. So they definitely need it. Liam Doyle ends up being a big part of that. They like some of the, you look at just some of the pieces that they've brought back in trades lately, or pieces that they've picked up in guys that have been released. Alcala, I know he didn't have a nice, great game yesterday, but you look at the stuff. That's what they're trying to acquire is stuff and swing and miss, because they realize it as much as we all do, and hopefully way more than we all do, that's what's needed. You have to be able to miss some bats. So I don't know how quickly Liam Doyle specifically is going to be ready, but you draft this kid out of college, you would have to think you already bumped him up to Double-A. He'd probably start in Triple-A next year and be able to help you either out of the pen or in the second half as a starter, still trying to build up that workload. But yeah, that's going to be one of the biggest challenges, Carey, is How do you clean that up? Like, how do you add that element when you haven't had a ton of it, specifically in your rotation this season?
BC, we've talked a lot about the lineup and you know, the number of players in positions and not enough guys. I think Burleson has proved that he's one of those guys that's an everyday player. But when you look at the pitching staff, are there still questions in your mind of guys that are definitely going to be in this rotation for 2026?
Yeah, I think that the guys that, as of right now, without a trade, that are going to be in this rotation, I think you look at Sonny Gray, absolutely, obviously. He'll be there, and he's making $35 million next year. I still believe that Matthew Liberatore has done enough to be a part of it. You got a big projectable lefty. The overall numbers don't look as good as you would like him to, maybe, especially after the hot start he had, the first 12 starts. But I believe that he's going to be there, and I believe that McGreevy has done enough to be penciled into that rotation in 2026. You have three guys. I don't believe that Palante has done enough to put himself like thoroughly in that mix. I think we talked last week about the potential of stretching out Kyle Leahy, just talking about guys that you have internally. And certainly you would look at, you know, guys that you have in the minor leagues. You look at Quinn Matthews and see who ends up, whether it's, you know, Bryson Motts or whoever in your minor league system that you like that shows up to spring training and maybe earns a job. You would love to be able to give them that opportunity. And I think you put Palante in that mix also. But outside of those three, I don't think that anybody else has taken a job. How do you guys look at the rotation next year? Would you agree with those three, or would you even push back on maybe Libby or McGreevy?
I agree.
I wouldn't push back. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say I agree. I actually have said this based on salary that Miles Michaelis could be in play for being a person that comes back on the staff.
And we've told you to politely stop it.
They don't agree with me, but BT, you know that they don't give him run support. So if they give him run support, maybe he's better off.
Well, anybody would be better off. I would have been a hell of a lot better off had I gotten more run support. I think, yeah, you give me 8, 9, 10 runs a game. I got a feeling that I'll be good to go.
There you go.
Look, the idea, and like we don't have to use you don't have to use Michaelis for this one if you don't want to, but you can, because I understand what you're saying. The idea of a veteran pitcher that can eat up innings at a respectable price, not anywhere near $18 million a year, that idea is not outlandish, right? Having that sort of depth is not the worst idea. I don't see them spending a ton of money in free agency. I do see them wanting to be able to give as many of their young guys a chance. And I think the most interesting part, like I could pretty much guarantee, well, guarantee is wrong. I would bet, though, that there's going to be a guy, if not two guys even, maybe in this rotation next year that we haven't talked about yet because he's not in the organization. So, like, there are going to be some deals that are made, and Heimblum and company are going to figure out ways to bolster that, get more swing and miss, and bring in more pitching depth, because I think that's the biggest need right now.
Paul Skeens?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I mean, we'll see. You know, the Pirates aren't going to pay him at some point,
right?
How about the pitching matchup today? Gets Skeens and Hunter Green. Get some. If you like good pitching, you might want to tune in.
Yeah, I just wish it was in, like, you know, the National League East and not the National League Central.
Okay, well, you know, beggars can't be choosers, Anthony.
A couple more things from Brad Thompson here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. BT, Mo and Arenado kind of got their send-offs over the weekend. Mo was on our airwaves with TMA for a lengthy period of time yesterday. I don't know if you had a chance to hear it. You've been traveling, but you know Mo better than us. What do you think ultimately his legacy should be, and what do you think he should be remembered for?
Look, I think that he should be remembered for winning baseball, because that's essentially what it has been. I understand the last couple of years have not looked good, and the Cardinals fell behind. A lot of that is kind of where they, I think, chose to use some of their spending. You put some Band-Aids on the big league roster by signing a free agent pitcher here, free agent pitcher there, so it's respectable instead of pouring those assets somewhere else. But there was also a want and a need from up above to win, right? To figure out ways to win without going over the top. I think Mo's legacy is a very strong one. First of all, 30 years within an organization is so crazy, and to be able to hold the highest position as long as he did is ridiculously impressive also. And one of the biggest things, and it's not going to show up when you're looking at Baseball Reference, and it's not going to show up when you're looking at wins and losses. But the legacy within the building that Mo has left, like Mo empowered a lot of people, and he helped a lot of people along the way, people that will continue to shepherd this organization. I think that's part of the biggest legacy, is that kind of when you're in a building, just like you guys, man, you make everybody better around you. Mo's been doing that for 30 years within the organization.
PT, sadly, this is the last time this season we'll have an opportunity to talk to you, but we appreciate all your time. Certainly not a season that we were hoping for, especially after May, but we do appreciate your professionalism and the fact that...
Wait. We'll talk to BT next week when the Cardinals are in the playoffs.
Yeah, but he won't be paid for that, so he'd have to agree to it.
Well, he might come on one last time. Probably not.
Guys, you know this. Come 1 week from now, I might be bored to tears. So call me anytime, and I'd be happy to jump on.
I think what you meant to say was Andrea will be looking for you to do something, and then you can come in and spend some time with us.
Yeah.
Oh, no, the honey-do list, we've been talking about it. We got a lot of projects. I might actually call you guys to help me haul stuff. So we got all kinds of stuff going on.
Well, good.
I'm always happy to hang out with you guys.
We'll always be there for you. We'll send Marsh.
Oh, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, he's a young
He's the young kid,
lad.
yeah.
That's perfect.
Exactly, yeah. You know us. We got bone spurs and stuff, so, can't be doing that.
I got you, BT.
Thank you, Marshy.
All right, brother. Be good. Travel safe. Enjoy the rest of the season.
All right, fellas. I'll talk to you later.
All right, man. Brad Thompson here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. We got part one of our Sports Six Pack next. The Air Comfort Service text line is 314-399-9646. So if you have a question, send it there. Sixer next in Fast Lane.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. We just got done talking with Brad Thompson. If you missed that interview, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page. You'll find all of our interviews and all of our shows, and it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. The Cardinals pick up a victory last night against the San Francisco Giants. 9-8 was the final score. The Cardinals are still alive. They just need the Mets to lose every single game the rest of the year. The Cardinals also have to win every single game the rest of the season. And a couple other teams need to lose as well, the Reds and the Diamondbacks. Cardinals, Giants tonight, 8:45 first pitch. Sonny Gray on the mound going up against JT Brubaker. We have our Sports Six-Pack coming up next, so get your questions into the Air Comfort Service text line, 314-399-9646. Six-Pack is next. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
Refreshed by Urban Chestnut. Urban Chestnut Swickle Light Premium Light Beer. Live your lifestyle, St. Louis.
It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Air Comfort Service text line is 314-399-9646. If you have a question for us, our Sports Six-Pack has two parts. Despite Marshy's best efforts to eliminate it at one point, I believe he's on board now, and thank you for that, Marsh. We thank you for the two-parter. Question one, please.
Question number one.
All right, from the 636, can you guys try to explain why, when I ask ChatGPT about the CMU and Western Michigan rivalry, it goes into great detail, but there's far less when I ask about Illinois and Northwestern?
Any thoughts on that, Carey?
I mean, Central Western Weekend is known worldwide. I don't know if it is or not.
It is.
Oh, I don't know. We play for the Land of Lincoln Trophy, so
We play for a bleeping cannon.
Chat GPT, we play for a Cannon versus Purdue. So we got multiple trophy games, Anthony.
We only have one.
Yeah,
the most important one.
We got a few. We got one against Ohio State as well, the Illabuck. But back to this Northwestern Illinois. Is it a turtle?
Sick buck?
It's a turtle.
It's a turtle?
Yeah, it used to be a real turtle, and then they obviously turtles don't live. It did. They don't live forever. So now it's a wooden turtle.
But it's called the Illabuck?
Yeah.
And it's a turtle.
Illinois Buckeyes. Yeah, it's called the Illabuck.
Why is it a turtle?
So you basically play for
I can't get over this. Hang on.
You both play for a trophy to honor Maryland. That's tough, man.
It's Terrapins.
Weird, but
I just don't know why it's a turtle.
I don't know either. I don't make the rules.
It's like putting an elevator in an outhouse. It just doesn't make any sense.
Maybe they're honoring.
Unless there's something underground.
There you go.
Maybe they're honoring
Secret
the turtle
base.
that my dad and I saw murdered. That one
Maybe
day.
you guys actually killed the trophy.
Nah, doesn't make
Were
any
you
sense.
in Illinois when you did it?
Yes.
Yeah, the Illabuck.
You might have
You
done
took it down.
You might have did it. Might be you. But
My dad,
I might have done what? What are you guys suggesting?
Your dad did it.
That turtle was ill.
That turtle was, I mean, obviously a big deal to Illinois and Ohio.
We didn't run over it. A semi did.
Allegedly.
Yeah, but you didn't stop.
Your dad's been telling you that for years.
You didn't stop.
No,
the
my
semi.
dad told me the turtle was sick, so I wouldn't be sad.
Anthony, you could have stopped that semi.
How?
Why did you guys go faster? I've got a lot of questions about this turtle. Like, why did you go so slow?
What do you mean?
Like, you pulled over, you're waiting, and then the truck ran over the turtle while you're standing.
Yeah, we barely got out of the car and watched as this semi crushed the
I
turtle.
don't know. I feel like you guys could have responded a little quicker.
You weren't there.
Potentially.
Judgy McJudger
No,
pants.
I've got questions for your dad.
That's fine. That's
Okay?
fine. He'd be happy to answer them. For some drinks.
I don't. To answer the question, I don't know what Chat GPT does. You know, sometimes they don't have all the answers, do they?
It's artificial intelligence.
Yeah, no, it does.
It's not
Just got
It's artificial.
basically got
It's not real.
an entire dictionary about the Central Western weekend.
Let me figure this out. I'll get back to you on that one. Yeah.
Guess we'll never know
Oh, wow,
what
Carey, this
happened
one
that night in Central Park.
from the text line says, does Illinois really play for the Illabuck or just hand it to Ohio State? You don't have to play the game, do you?
Well, I guess we'll find out later this season.
we will. You know? Actually, when I played at Illinois, I was 2-2 versus Ohio State.
Yeah, you were.
And the two losses that we had, we lost by a combined 13 points. No, 10 points.
Those were the days.
Yeah, good times. One of those years, they won the national championship. So when people talk, I don't really listen. The hell do they know?
I don't know, Carey.
I hear you, Carey.
At least you guys didn't lose by a combined 53 points.
Marshy.
Wow.
You are. We'll see how well Carson plays this
You
weekend.
guys unlocked something yesterday, so
Clearly.
Yeah, I think we did. I think we did.
Because when Carson Wentz does what Carson Wentz does,
you kidding me?
Win Super Bowls
he didn't win.
on the
He did. He
sidelines.
was on the team.
Hey, he was on the
He
team.
went to the Super Bowl last year, too.
Did he win?
He was
No,
on the
sir.
sideline. He didn't get to play.
Yeah.
So when he's best.
You're right. When the defense is on the field and they're taking
Now when he's
Aaron Rodgers to the ground
got a hat
6
on.
times on Sunday morning.
Did you find your helmet?
I know where they are.
Okay.
Well, that's not true. I think I know where they are. I do need to go down there and look. Yeah. I gotta.
Why are you asking? Why did you?
Because the Steelers and Vikings play.
Well, why didn't you ask Marsh? Like, do you know where
He
you're
knows.
at?
He
I know
knows
where
where
it's at.
he knows
Alright.
exactly where the Vikings.
I just didn't like it. I thought he was very
it's in my
suggestive.
car.
It was very suggestive.
It's in my car. I'm ready to bring it in. No, it's not in my car. It's in my room. It's in my room. I don't typically get up early, but I'll get up early for that game.
Yeah, you will.
What time does that game start?
8:30.
Ooh. We'll know soon, huh? Mm-hmm. I gotta get up.
Some of these days going to be ruined real early.
Yeah. Probably be mine.
No. I think you guys win.
Do you?
Yes.
You picked the Steelers or you picked the Vikings?
I have not made my selection yet.
Get to it.
Okay.
Question number 2.
From the 636, I've asked this question multiple times, and I'm still wondering what you think. Is it just me, or has it looked over the last month or two like Nolan Gorman is starting to get it? I think he might be worth keeping.
Well, get it in what way? Because I feel like he has been, that's who he is offensively. So you're talking about him just kind of riding a bit of a hot streak, close out the season.
Can
or
we?
you're talking about defensively.
I don't know. It might just be that person. I don't know what Nolan Gorman is. I think he is.
You do.
Well, okay, I do. Which is he's going to hit the ball really hard sometimes. Sometimes he's not going to hit it. And then sometimes he's going to throw the ball 10 feet over the first baseman's head.
What the?
And sometimes he's going to short hop it.
I mean, he
And sometimes it's going to be spot on.
he really hasn't been that great. Over his last 30 games, he's batting 151.
Oh, he's
How
talking
many
about,
homers?
He's talking about before that.
3 home runs, 10 RBIs, 48 strikeouts in his last 30 games. However, he's walked 14 times.
That's better.
He's super hot or cold.
Can I ask you all a question?
Sure.
Do you think you're going to be in the same situation trying to figure out this Cardinals team for next year?
Oh, yeah.
Some of these players? Mm-hmm. Okay.
No.
You don't think they'll be here?
I think Chaim Bloom's going to come in and we're going to see a lot of turnover.
Nolan Gorman, by the way, over his last 16 games, he's got a WRC plus of 17.
What, is that good?
Jamie, tell him what average is.
100 is average, Carey.
I thought maybe I got confused for a second. Thought we were at like 0.
You were
was
thinking
the-
of war.
Yeah, 17 in war is
But
pretty
you know
good, I've
what?
been
In
told.
fairness, let's expand this a little bit, okay? So Nolan Gorman, over his last 35 games, 139 plate appearances, his WRC plus is 61.
So still under under.
By a wide margin.
So maybe it is just you, Texter.
It might be. Yeah. But you know what?
The texter did say I stand corrected. Those are some awful numbers.
Over his last, and thank you for doing that. See, some people don't even do that, man. It's taking accountability.
We did get a texter that thanked us for our college football coverage.
Well, yeah,
We've seen
welcome.
an uptick.
Good.
In the CFB coverage.
Nolan Gorman over his last 42 games, 164 plate appearances. His WRC plus is 71. That's since August 1st. So since August 1st, Nolan Gorman has been a below average hitter.
So they're going to be, we're going to have a lot of questions next year as well.
Yes, Carey.
And to answer your question, Marcia, I don't think they're going to do a lot of trading, moving parts, moving pieces. Because Chaim Bloom he doesn't own the damn team.
Whoa.
No, but you brought him in for a reason.
Yeah.
And I think he
If I'm Chaim Bloom, I'm going to move
tired.
and shake as much as I can.
Absolutely.
You know, I'm obviously going to be given a budget that I have to adhere to. There's going to be certain marching orders that I'm given from up above, just the bottom line. But after that,
We all receive messages from
yeah,
up
I
above.
meant more ownership, but you guys are
Just gotta
correct.
listen and be open.
Chaim Bloom will get marching orders from the DeWitts. But I do think he's going to try and put his spin on this. I think you have to. I think that if Chaim Bloom has a clue, which he obviously should, he knows the temperature of this fan base. He understands the frustration. And if nothing else, I'm going to change a bunch of the pieces. Even if the pieces are almost equal in value to the pieces I'm getting rid of, I'm going to change the pieces so that we're heading in a new era here. That's my thoughts.
Question number 3.
The Waterboy text in, David Fry of the Guardians took a ball to the face last night.
That was bad.
What is the worst injury you have ever had playing a sport, or the most unique injury?
Well, I died.
Man, that's
Tough
You
one.
know, Jamie, would you just go last when these questions come up?
Okay. You guys go.
It's a little hard to beat. I died.
I have other injuries I could talk about.
I told you all I had a torn labrum once. I used to get stingers like really bad. Like it's like a nerve issue. And we were playing Bengals maybe. And my whole right side went numb. And I was just in the stand like, well, I hope I don't have to block with this arm because I can't move it. It was just swinging. It's like electricity running through your body, only on one side, and it burns like hell. It's not
It's
good.
bad.
I probably shouldn't have kept going. Like,
But you did, didn't
but
you?
I did. Yeah.
All right, you did.
Yeah.
I had a stinger once in practice in high school.
It hurts like hell. If you've ever had one,
I thought I was paralyzed.
yeah, it does feel like that. Like the whole side goes numb, and you're just like,
Yeah, it's
And
bad.
then eventually you start to get the feeling. You get the morning
Tingle.
grip back.
You get
Yeah.
the tingles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a elongated morning grip.
Yep, absolutely.
Depends how long, you know.
I guess it depends on the person.
Yeah.
It's unique to each individual.
Indeed,
Gary, you're right.
absolutely.
Well, that was part of the question. Unique injuries.
Unique New York.
I had a skate. Go through my face. I hit a guy in the chest.
How are you alive right now?
I've had over 200 stitches in my face. So I hit a guy in the chest, and when he fell back, his skate came up, and I was looking down towards the puck because he had the puck, and I just saw his foot coming, and I looked up, and it sliced right through my chin, and cut it open, like wide open. It was 28 stitches inside, and I think 20-some on the outside to get it all back together.
Nice.
But
Wow.
yeah, it was so bad that like it cut, and then there was one big glob of blood that hit the ice, but then there was no bleeding. Like it was such a clean cut. And then the doctor, I'll never forget, I'm sitting there and he goes, "How does this feel?" And I'm like, "Ah!" I'm like, "What the hell is that?" He goes, "Oh, that's your chin." Like it was the bone that was just sitting there.
Oh,
Yeah. So they had to give me
I just
a
felt that.
tetanus shot because the blade is obviously made of metal.
Man.
And then they had to shoot up the whole area and sew it shut. And, but I was back for the third period, Anthony.
Of course you were.
Yeah.
Of course you were. Yeah. All right. We got to get to the second part of the Sports Six Pack. 314-399-9646 is the Air Comfort Service text line. Part 2 of the Six Pack next.
If you like a nice, cold, refreshing, light beer, check out my friends over at Urban Chestnut Zwickel Light. It is awesome. Just a great beer. It's brewed here locally, too, by local individuals. They take it very, very seriously. It's crisp, clean, refreshing. Only 95 calories. Carey, only 95 calories, so you can watch your figure at the same time. 3.7 carbs for the Zwickel Light. And let's just call it the unofficial beer of St. Louis hockey. Urban Chestnut does a great job of distributing their beer and obviously brewing the local beer. It's awesome. So please check it out at your local stores, wherever you can buy your Urban Chestnut beer. Zwickel Light. It's a kind of beer that you can take everywhere with you to parties, tailgating, all of those things. You're going to love it, and you're going to thank me. When you see me in person, you're going to thank me for giving you Zwickel Light. So please, again, check out Urban Chestnut. Find out where you can buy Zwickel Light. It is the unofficial beer of St. Louis hockey. Keep it light. Keep it local.
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
Refreshed by Urban Chestnut. Urban Chestnut Swickle Light Premium Light Beer. Live your lifestyle, St. Louis.
All right, continuing with the Sports Six-Pack. Part 4. Part 2. Question 4, please.
Question number 4.
Got it. I figured it out, Jimmy.
All right, we get a question from the 314. How come quarterbacks don't call their own plays? Why do we need offensive coordinators? I feel like quarterbacks are in the game and they see what the defenses are throwing at them better than anybody. Kind of like a catcher calling a pitcher's game.
I mean, some quarterbacks do. Some quarterbacks have a feel and a rhythm for what's going on, but the offensive coordinator is generally up above and can see all the things that are going on and have a better feel of what they're facing from the opposing defense. So, and it's also their job. I mean, depends on your quarterback and how much, how much you trust him and how much whether or not he's a veteran, if he knows what he's talking about, knows what he's doing. But offensive coordinators are, it's a tough job. You have to get in the rhythm. You have to understand what you're doing. You have to be prepared. It's like playing chess. You have to be prepared for the next move while you're doing this move and, all of those things. So
you couldn't get the right personnel in every time. You'd have to stay in the same personnel.
That's the other part. Yeah. Personnel.
There's only so much a quarterback. It's not like the quarterback can motion the sidelines. Hey, give me, 2 tight ends. I mean, there's so much going on that only really in a 2-minute drill can a quarterback take over. But those are plays that they have rehearsed. A lot of times they stay in the same formations because they don't want to lose. They don't want to burn time. So calling your own plays may sound like it's easy, but the quarterback has a lot to do as it is.
Well, can we just highlight the obvious here? As much as the quarterback is in the play and all that, he's in the play. Like, these huge men are trying to rip his head off, and he's seeing things. But when you're the offensive coordinator, especially if you're up above, like, you can see a lot more of what's going on. Maybe layers of the defense that the quarterback doesn't really see because he's under pressure from a certain area more than not. Like, there is value to this. Yeah. I think combined, the OC and the quarterback can sometimes change and tweak the game plan.
Sure.
But for the most part, you got to kind of trust your coach a little bit.
Yes, I agree.
Question number 5.
Not a bad question. No. It's interesting. I never heard of it.
This one comes from Big D in the Weeds. Guys, I was sitting there debating this last night. Why the hell does Major League Baseball not credit the batter with an RBI when they hit into a double play? I don't care what was sacrificed. The batter still batted in a run. We can give a pitcher a win when he gives up 7 runs in 5 innings if his team puts up 8 or more, but we can't credit an RBI if 2 outs get made? Baseball.
Yeah, that is interesting.
That is weird.
Yeah, you're right.
It's a fielder's choice, though, right? Like, you can either get the out at home plate or the out at first.
But to the texter's point, you batted him in.
I'm just trying to find a reason.
And you're right. I mean, you can give a pitcher a win when he absolutely didn't deserve it. So I have no rebuttal. It's a perfect answer. Well done.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got nothing.
Question number 6.
All right. This one comes from the Afton soccer guy. Who is the next St. Louis team to have a parade down Market Street?
Blues.
I would say the Blues. City doesn't look like they're close. Cardinals don't look close. At least the Blues were a playoff team last year and look like they're getting better. And a lot of that young talent's going to hit the lineup in the next couple of years. So if you were to place odds on it, I think Vegas would also have the Blues at the top of the list.
There you have it.
St. Louis Slam.
What?
Women's professional football.
Didn't they just win?
Yep. They win all the time.
All right, well then, yeah.
Yeah, but they don't get a parade, unfortunately.
That's that. Whose fault is that?
That's not fair.
But the question was a parade, Carey.
Well,
take it up with the city.
They deserve it.
Take it up with City Hall, Carey.
Yeah,
not
they
me.
did. 20. I used to coach for the St. Louis Slam. Those ladies play ball.
I'm not disrespecting.
National champs.
Give
them a trophy. Give them a parade.
Agreed.
There you go.
There you go. All right,
We're
fine.
done.
Good luck with that.
We're
parade.
done here.
Okay. Each week, the Fastlane and Rizzuto Show are battling it out in the Pick'em Challenge, but sometimes we get together and just hang out and watch some football. And that's what Jamie's going to do tomorrow night with Riz from the Rizzuto Show. Tomorrow night, 6:30 to 8:30 at the Hot Shots on Lindbergh in South County. You can go watch the Thursday night football game. You can sign up for some point and one-on-one ESPN giveaways and enjoy a cold Bud Light. That's tomorrow night, 6:30 to 8:30 with Jamie, Riz, and Bud Light at the Hot Shots on Lindbergh in South County. Enjoy it. We do need a new Gauntlet contestant, so if you want to play in the Gauntlet, you can text now, 314-399-9646, the Air Comfort Service text line. We'll play the Gauntlet next on 101 ESPN.
Anthony never fails. I get approached by guys all the time asking me about mentality.
Yes.
And it's not always at the gym. Sometimes the grocery store. The other day was at a restaurant. Guy comes by talking about Blues hockey and then says, hey, you know, that mentality you talk about. He's like, I'm feeling a little down and things aren't like what they used to be. Blah, blah. Does it really work? I said, well, it's not like it's this miracle thing that just works for you, but you got to go in there. You got to talk to the board-certified physicians, and then once they do the blood panel, they get the answers to the test. Low testosterone for me, vitamin B, vitamin D. Some people it's iron. Sometimes it's all sorts of different things, but you don't know until you walk in there. So I told him, I said, get in there, go see Angel over at Chesterfield location. Tell her that Jamie and Anthony sent you in. She will take care of you.
If you're not going to invest in your health, you're not going to invest in this, what are you going to invest in, right? It does. We invest in money. We invest in good, health when it comes to our kids and things like that. Why wouldn't you invest in yourself? If you're feeling like you're low on energy all the time, you feel like you're dragging ass, you just are not running at peak performance, just go down there. Talk to them. That's what Jamie did. That's what I did. Mentality's great. 2 different locations, one in Chesterfield, one in South County. Questions are very basic. The blood test is very easy. And if you are low on testosterone, well, they've got a program that will up the free testosterone. They'll constantly monitor your health, too. It's safe. It's easy. It's simple. And you feel great when it's all said and done. So visit Mentality. You can also go online to mentalityhealth.com/radio to book an appointment. But when you do go down there, tell them Jamie and Anthony sent you in there. It's Mentality.
warriors. 4 categories, 1 challenger. Can you survive the gauntlet?
Brought to you by Blue Note Roofing. Roofing, siding, and gutters. Visit BlueNoteRoofingSTL.com for a free inspection.
406, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler with Carey Davis, Andrew Marsh, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. We welcome in Curtis. What's up, Curtis?
Hey, not much. What's going on, guys?
We're doing great, man. Appreciate you listening. Thank you for playing. Would you like to take on Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers, or me in round 1?
I think I am going to take on you today in round 1.
Oh, man, I wasn't prepared at all.
Maybe he knew that.
Yeah, you did. All right, Curtis, good luck.
Thanks.
All right, Anthony's going to make his way to the cone of silence. While he's doing that, Curtis, tell Marshy to spin that wheel, please.
Spin the wheel, Marsh.
All right, do you have a category you're wanting against Anthony?
No, I'll take anything.
Okay. All right, well, the wheel is spinning. It's slowing down here for us. And it looks like you are going to get random today. How do we feel about that?
Random. I feel random about it, I guess.
Okay, all right. Well, just remember, Anthony's got to deal with it too, so you just never know.
Exactly.
Never know. And sometimes the questions fall in your wheelhouse. All right. Each question's worth 2 points, by the way. If you use the options, it is then worth only 1 point. Wrong answers are 0 points. And if we're tied after 4 questions, we will have a tiebreaker. And guess what, Curtis? We'll get a winner here today in the Gauntlet. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Question 1. What is the name of the documentary from the year 2000 which follows an aspiring songwriter as she becomes a dancing bar...
Documentary. So he might not follow us. So movie.
I can't believe you interrupted me.
Well, I wanted you to make sure that Curtis was okay
All right.
with.
Carey, I understand. I smell what you're stepping in.
I'm just trying to help.
Let's try this
Curtis
again.
out.
Take 2. What is the name of the movie from the year 2000 which follows an aspiring songwriter as she becomes a dancing barmaid at one of the hottest spots in New York?
Yeah, I'm going to need the options on that one.
Is it Coyote Ugly, Bringing Down the House, or Gimme Some Sugar?
I was going to go Coyote Ugly, so we'll go with that.
Final answer?
Yeah, final answer, sorry.
Question number 2. Which art movement did Picasso help develop?
Oh, Picasso. Just give me the options. Save some time.
Is it minimalism, romanticism, or cubism?
Cubism. Final answer.
Question number 3. Can you tell us the baseball stadium that in 2018 debuted creme brulee French toast to much fanfare?
Creme brulee French toast. No, I cannot. I'll make the option.
Options are Dodger Stadium, Fenway Park, or T-Mobile Park.
Just going to go with Dodger Stadium. I have no idea. Final answer?
All right, last question here. The highest decoration for bravery exhibited by public safety officers in the United States is called what?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that one?
The highest decoration for bravery exhibited by public safety officers in the United States of America is called what?
I'm going to need Anthony to struggle today. I'm going to take the options on that one, too.
All right. Is it the Medal of Honor, the Medal of Valor, or the Purple Heart?
Let's go Medal of Honor. Final answer.
All right. A lot of easy questions here today. Let's get Anthony in here. How you feeling, bud?
Again, I need Anthony to have a rough one.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, well, he's making his way back in here. He looks very serious. Eating something.
My tongue.
Yeah, boy. How was it in there?
It was real silent, honestly. Marty, the program director for Casey and WIL, came by. We chatted for a little bit, and the Arch there.
Okay.
He does everything.
He's a jack of all trades.
Certainly is.
Sure. All right, Anthony, your category today is random.
Pack a lunch.
Good. I wanted random.
Of course you did. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. Question 1. I'll do this the right way because Anthony can see me. This way, these questions are better for like when you can see something.
Yeah.
What is the name of the documentary from the year 2000, which follows an aspiring songwriter as she becomes a dancing barmaid at one of the hottest spots in New York?
Coyote Ugly. Final answer. One of my dad's favorite movies.
I know. He texted me about it.
You guys talk about it. You two break it down.
Question number 2. Which art movement did Picasso help develop?
Talk about this a lot in the office, but sometimes I get confused by Monet and options.
Is it minimalism, romanticism, or cubism?
It's got to be Cubism. It's got to be. The other two, I don't even think are art movements. I don't think. Maybe they are. Cubism. Final answer.
Question number 3. Can you tell us the baseball stadium that in 2018 debuted creme brulee French toast to much fanfare?
A stadium that provided French toast?
Creme brulee French toast.
I don't. I'll take the options.
Options are Dodger Stadium, Fenway Park, or T-Mobile Park.
Okay. Fenway, T-Mobile, or Dodger Stadium? I'm going to... it seems like a... T-Mobile, Seattle, right? It seems like a Seattle thing. I'll take T-Mobile. Final answer.
All right, Anthony, final question here. The highest decoration for bravery exhibited by public safety officers in the United States of America is called what?
Medal of Honor? I'll take the options.
Is it the Medal of Honor, the Medal of Valor, or the Purple Heart?
Oh, wow. I'll stick with my gut here. I'll go with Medal of Honor. Final answer.
Okay, let's go over this. I'm going to go in reverse, Carey, if that's okay with you.
I thought the same thing. I thought. Good job.
The highest decoration for bravery exhibited by public safety officers in the United States of America is called what? Curtis took the options, said the Medal of Honor. Anthony also took the options and said Medal of Honor. Answer is?
It is the Medal of Valor.
Medal of Valor.
I should probably know that.
Yeah, you're close. You had medal, right? Question 3. Can you tell us the baseball stadium that in 2018 debuted creme brulee French toast to much fanfare? Curtis took the option, said Dodger Stadium. Anthony also took the option, said T-Mobile. Answer is?
It's Fenway Park.
Fenway Park.
Curtis, we had it surrounded.
Yep, you sure did.
Yeah.
Man, I almost said Fenway. Just didn't seem like a Fenway thing.
Question 2. What art movement did Picasso help develop? Curtis took the option, said Cubism. Anthony took the option, said Cubism. Answer is?
Cubism.
Cubism. 1-1 after 3. Final question. What is the name of the movie/documentary, air quotes, from the year 2000, which follows an aspiring songwriter as she becomes a dancing barmaid at one of the hottest spots in New York? Curtis said Coyote Ugly. Anthony said Coyote Ugly. Answer is?
It is Coyote Ugly.
But Anthony did not need the options. Curtis.
You have chosen poorly.
You lose.
Never thought I'd win on Coyote Ugly.
Curtis, he got you, buddy.
Yeah, need the options. I should have went with my instincts.
Yeah, it's tough. That
was
was
a
a tough
tough
day
one.
for both of you guys. A lot of tough questions in there for sure.
Good job, Curtis.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Take it easy. Have a good show.
You too.
See
Thank
you
you.
later,
Thanks,
buddy.
Curtis.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah. I should know you guys probably knew the Medal of Valor, right?
I knew it wasn't Purple Heart. And
I knew it wasn't Purple
Medal
Heart.
of Honor is, I think you're in the military.
You're in the military for that
Yeah,
one.
so
Okay.
I would have kind of
Maybe would have got there.
figured that out.
Dodger Stadium, that one there, no
I had
chance.
no
I would have
chance.
just guessed.
Yeah.
Coyote Ugly, I would have needed options on all of them. But I would have got Coyote Ugly, Cubism, and maybe Medal of Valor.
Yeah. I think I would have been.
That was a good
I
one.
probably would have tied you.
Okay. Yeah. That was a good fight.
It was.
Good battle.
A couple of tough questions.
No doubt. All right, that is the Gauntlet here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. How important is it for the Cardinals to solidify a position for Ivan Herrera in 2026? I thought he already had a position. Apparently not. That's next on 101 ESPN.
If you're trying to sell your home quickly and for the most money, then you must call Gloria Lou with your home sold guaranteed realty. With the market being the way it is, you don't want to trust just any average agent that sells, a handful of homes every year. Gloria Lou's almost closing on houses daily, and she's been doing that for over 20 years now in the business here in St. Louis, Missouri. And she understands all the zip codes, all the asking prices, where you should be listing your home, and then she goes and gets your house sold for you. And here's a great thing about Gloria Lou. She also guarantees to sell your home for 100% of market value, or she will pay you the difference. And that's guaranteed upfront and in handwriting. Gloria Lou also has, I think, over 24,000 buyers in waiting, which means there's a big piece of that are going to be interested in your home, which is why Gloria Lou is going to get you the most money for your home and going to get you to the closing table fast. So please don't hesitate. Another minute. Give her a call. Tell her Jamie Rivers sent you in. Her number's 314-325-6888. Again, that's 314-325-6888. Or you can visit GloriaHasTheBuyers.com. Again, that's GloriaHasTheBuyers.com. And remember that Gloria and the seller must agree upon the price as well as a possession date.
2. High fly ball deep left. Ramos going back. That ball is going to creep over the wall. A 3-run homer. Herrera does it again.
Chip Carey, FanDuel Sports Network on the call as Ivan Herrera touches seats last night. Big home run. I don't know why the Giants decided to leave in Joey Lucchesi outside of the fact that they wanted their season over with, and Ivan Herrera helped put them out of their misery. So nice job there. How important is it for the Cardinals to solidify a position for Ivan Herrera in 2026? I was under the impression he had a position. It's called DH. But you guys continue to push and push and push for Herrera to be in the field. So I'll let you guys explain your thought process on that.
Well, if he's not DHing, that allows you to have Alec Burleson playing every day, or Nolan Gorman, or one of the other guys that you have that have no position for every single day. You got a bunch of them. Pick one. Pick a name out of a hat. And one of those guys can play that position, especially if Ivan Herrera is catching. Because that's the one position. They got 5 of those guys last time I checked. Five guys have played.
Does great burgers.
It's right across the street. It actually is really good if you need it.
Does hammer the fries in there, too?
Yeah, they just...
They're no small sliders.
If you're having a cheat day, that's a good spot.
And it usually is. But they have 5 different people that have played catcher over the last 2 seasons. And still haven't figured out that position, Anthony. It's almost like a quarterback. If you got 2, you probably got none.
What if you have 5? Like
you got none. You got no chance, no way in hell. Just forget about it.
Okay.
Unless you got Myles Garrett rushing the quarterback. I have a chance.
How the hell did we win? Him, right there, Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
Not you, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's interesting the direction the Cardinals are going in. I understand why, and BT talked about it too. But I don't know. I just think it's a weird way to go about it. And BT said that, the elbow is not holding him back from catching this year. I don't know which elbow it is. Maybe it's the one holding him back from throwing. Either way, Herrera was asked about his injury and things like that, his season, and maybe what the future holds and things like that. And he was on KMOV, and here's what he said.
Basically, I've been having an issue with my elbow for the last 3 years. This is just, it hurts when I throw 100%. So, I'm just trying to play through it because we want to avoid the surgery. So, but for next year, we agreed that I need a surgery because it was something that it was affecting the way I play, and I don't take it bad like playing. So that's something I want to do. I believe in myself as a catcher. I feel like I can frame, I can block, I can do all the things. Just, when you can't throw anybody out, just affects your confidence a little bit. You worry so much about other things that it's hard to focus on the good things. But I feel like I improved during the years on my receiving, blocking, and all of the aspects. Just try to get better in every single aspect too.
So as I hear that, a couple things go through my head, because I think earlier this year I asked you guys, I said, did the Cardinals not know, he doesn't have a good throwing arm? Because he was a top prospect and all that. And usually, if guys are stealing bases on him like this, they would have been stealing bases on him at every level if the arm strength isn't there. So BT said it's not the elbow that held him back from catching this year. However, Herrera saying a little different, not from catching, but he's throwing it affected me and my confidence and whatnot. And I can see why, because almost any time they got a single, it turned into a double.
That's correct.
And that is a little bit snarky, but also just being real about the situation. So if Herrera can have this surgery and clean it up a little bit, maybe that's what when I asked the question, well, how do you improve your arm strength at this point? Maybe that's how you do it, is you get healthy. It is a big advantage for the Cardinals, though, however, if he can get behind the plate, maybe as the backup catcher, whatever, DH/catcher, because then, to your point, Carey, you can have other people rotate through that DH spot where it's not eaten up all the time by Herrera, who you'd be a fool not to have him in there as a DH. But if you could have him plus another body who can bang out there a little bit, that does help you.
Sure.
So, to be determined, we'll see how much this surgery helps, and go from there, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So if the elbow isn't what was causing issues in terms of throwing out runners, that's what BT said, but obviously he thinks
just said something different.
He thinks that it's something that it is.
No, he's not catching because of his lower half like injuries, but his arm being injured is probably why he's not throwing guys out. They just want to keep him healthy.
So if he can't
say it, CD. Go ahead. You say it for me.
If he can't stay healthy, why are you putting him there? Like if his lower body gets hurt when he's squatting down and catching, or his elbow gets hurt when he has to throw too much, then what the hell are we doing? Just let him DH and figure everything else out.
Well, that's why you have the offseason to get healthy.
But every time he catches, he gets hurt.
I mean, when he first got hurt, that was from what, running the bases? It wasn't because he was behind. It's not like a Wilson Contreras
but he has been hurt because of the arm, right?
Well, the elbow's
the elbow is holding him back.
Out, yes.
Okay. All right. I feel like
so he isn't catching now because of his elbow.
No, he's not catching because of the lower half of his body.
But he's had issues throwing people out because of the elbow.
Yeah, we're saying two things are correct. I don't know if they're connected, but we're all saying correct things.
I feel like Will Ferrell at the end of Anchorman 2 when he thought he was blind. I'm going to say it one more time. Real slow. He's a DH. Stop with the catcher nonsense. Okay.
Well, we don't know.
I'm blind.
But he wasn't, so.
Yeah.
So that means Herrera, once he gets his elbow fixed, may be able to throw guys out.
Hey.
But his knees hurt.
Oh, my gosh.
You said
maybe that affects his pop-up time.
Well, if his knees hurt from catching, his knees aren't hurt now.
It's his hamstring.
Oh, it was his hamstring. And then it was his knee. He jammed his knee. Or that was Jordan Walker. I can't keep up, man.
I don't know.
He did hurt his knee.
How about this, guys? To put a bow on it, we'll see what he looks like come spring training.
Okay. All right. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Favorite NFL player matchups for Week 4. We'll tell you next.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update driven by Johnny Lundoff Chevrolet and Johnny Lundoff Autoplex. The Cardinals are still alive for that final wild card spot. They have to have a lot of good things happen for them, but it starts tonight as they take on the San Francisco Giants one more time. They won 9-8 last night. Sonny Gray will be on the mound tonight for the Cardinals. He'll face off against JT Brubaker. First pitch tonight is at 8:45. If you missed our conversation with Brad Thompson, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page. You'll find all of our interviews and all of our shows. And it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. Who are our favorite NFL players for Week 4? We will give you our favorite NFL player matchups for this upcoming week in the NFL. I'm Andrew Marsh, and the Sports Center update is driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. See them at londoff.com. Chevy, together we drive. Are you kidding me?
It's Fascinating on 101 ESPN. Each week we make picks for the Big League Impact Fantasy Football Draft. And so we give a couple of players that we like. Marsh puts together a team. How did we do last week, Marsh? First of all, you saved us.
Yeah, we didn't do too well. One, we forgot to make our lineup.
Come on, Carey.
Until 10 minutes before kickoff at noon, a light bulb popped in my head.
Saved you, dude.
And I was like,
saved you.
Oh, no. We haven't done our lineup. We haven't put it together. So I put a quick one together. I believe we scored 115 points. We had CD Lamb in there, which did not help because he, of course, got injured and had 0 points.
That's tough.
It was a tough one for us.
Marsh, what quarterback you like this week?
I like Jordan Love. I like Jordan Love a lot against Dallas. We saw what Caleb Williams did last week against the Dallas Cowboys. Jordan Love, I think he has a bounce-back week after losing to the Browns. And I think he scores a lot of points, fantasy-wise.
CD?
Jaden Daniels.
Jason Bateman.
Is he playing?
I think so. Okay. Good question. He practiced today.
Guys, what do we think about Josh Allen against the Saints? I feel like that's going to be pretty good, too.
Yeah.
Are they going to throw, or are they just going to hand the ball to James Cook and have him run all over the field?
Well, Josh Allen will probably have a pretty good day. He's going to be expensive.
Yeah,
I'm just thinking of game script, though, because if they get up early, why would you be throwing the ball as much instead of running it?
Yeah, that's a good point. But he could also, by the time he exits the game,
that's fair,
have 3 touchdown passes and 2 rushing. I just think it's more from a price standpoint when it comes to him. What about Caleb Williams against the Raiders?
I don't hate it.
I'm not mad at that.
Let's just assume for a second
the Raiders
the kid has figured it out. Bingo.
Yeah.
He's not going to be too expensive. That would be my choice. Caleb Williams. From a cost standpoint, and somebody that could also go banana sandwich over his opponent.
I think another player, and walk with me here.
Hand in hand?
Based on what we saw last week from what the Rams did in that game, I know they lost the game, but could you see Baker Mayfield having a big game? The defensive line perhaps gets to Baker. He has to rush a little bit. You get some extra points from Baker Mayfield. He keeps that game close with a couple of touchdown passes. Who knows? Do you think that maybe he could be a viable quarterback for fantasy this upcoming week?
I think Baker Mayfield is a born winner. Much like I think Mizzou is going to the college football playoff. Those are the 2 guarantees in my head right now when it comes to football. I don't know if I'm choosing Baker against Philly with some other options, but I don't hate the thought because again, Baker Mayfield's playing as well as anybody in the league right now. Jamie concurs. Thank you, Jamie. All right, running back. CD, who do you like from a running back standpoint?
I mean, I always like Saquon.
I got an easy one.
Well, he just named one. James Cook was a really good pick as well. versus the Saints.
Yeah, but we got a salary cap thing I didn't even know about. I pick guys and they're too much money.
We don't know. We don't worry about
we don't even know.
Well,
Anthony, I brought up Josh Allen. He's too much. He's too expensive. Well, I'm like, well, I don't even know what our salary cap is.
Like, he talked like that, did he?
A little bit. That's how I heard it.
Marsh,
Yeah.
give me Michael Jordan Mason against CD's Steelers.
Don't hate it.
Oh, is
Don't
that
hate
why
it.
you were staring at me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Staring right through your soul.
Don't hate it at all.
Yeah, Jordan Mason against the Steelers. As we know, Steelers can't stop the run. Ramondre Stevenson stopped himself multiple times last week because he can't hang on to the ball. Real Derrick Henry in New England. So I think Jordan Mason is a big game for Marshy's Vikings.
I'm going to go with J.K. Dobbins for the Denver Broncos. He had 15 points last week against the Chargers, and they take on the Cincinnati Bengals on Monday night. They're at home, and J.K. Dobbins, I think, will run all over their face, much like your guy, Jordan Mason, did this past week.
I like that. And, Jamie, we got you down for Christian McCaffrey.
Who are the...
Good. Why, is he the most expensive guy?
Probably.
I didn't even say McCaffrey.
I know. I got him
I'm
down.
reluctant to say anything because
I wrote him down for you.
I don't want that. Don't you ever do anything for me. Ever.
Ever?
Ever.
Ever.
I can bring you lunch.
Yeah, but you can do
Might
that.
be late.
That's different.
Might be late.
Probably.
Jamie, who do you like running back wise?
I like Christian McCaffrey. No.
I like Bijan Robinson.
Oh, man. I like Jahmyr Gibbs, but I know at Cleveland they got the big nasty guy there on the defensive line. Oh, that scares me a little bit. I like Saquon, but he's probably too expensive, so I'll just ignore that one again, too.
Yeah.
You can have a couple expensive players.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Just go find the most random guy, and we'll just take him for you.
What about what about Kenneth Walker versus the
Arizona Cardinals?
Arizona Cardinals tomorrow night? Can we get him? Is he available?
He might be too expensive. Careful, Carey.
No, he's not. He's not gonna be too expensive.
All right. Wide receiver, Marsh.
This one sort of plays off of what you said about your quarterback in Caleb Williams. I like Roma Dunze against Las Vegas.
All Roma Dunze does is catch touchdown passes.
Yeah.
That's it.
I got one for you.
Hit us with your best shot.
Fire away.
Who sings that?
Hit me
What's her
with
name?
your best shot.
Pat Benatar.
That's what I was thinking. Yep, that's what I couldn't remember.
You
Pat.
almost said Creed.
I almost said.
Rage Against the Machine.
Maybe. I don't know. I just lost it. I don't know who I had.
Okay.
Yeah. I like Amon-Ra St. Brown always because he's the best receiver ever for the last 3 years. You all should know that.
I like your style, CD.
I like Lad McConkey. Against the Giants.
Ooh.
What about one of the receivers from Washington? I mean, not Washington, from the Raiders.
The
Myers
Raiders.
or Tucker.
Well, they only, I mean,
You can pick one.
we can also go Brock Bowers, but he hasn't.
He's kind of been
hasn't
banged
been-
up with the knee.
Well, Gino can't find him.
I don't know how that happens.
Aiden O'Connell found him, but apparently Gino can't see where Brock Bowers is.
Kind of ridiculous, huh?
Yeah.
Love it.
All right, Marsh, you got a receiver? You good?
Yeah, I chose Roma Dunze.
Right. I just mean, do you have enough to choose from?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Tight end, Jake the Snake Ferguson.
I like that.
Ooh, that's a good
He's
one.
he's
Peppered
getting all the
hell.
targets.
Yep.
He's getting all the targets.
All of CeeDee Lamb's targets just flowed right to Jake Ferguson.
Yep.
So,
Now, will Dak be able to get the ball out in time to, give him the ball?
It's a good question.
He's got a good defense.
He's going to have to throw the ball a lot.
that's where I'm at. Dak
Probably gonna be
Prescott
down.
will attempt 35 passes. 30 of those will go to Jake.
I like it.
I have to imagine he catches at least 12. So that's my thought process on Jake Ferguson.
Do we get a defense too?
Yeah, absolutely. Who do you like?
Broncos.
In Cincinnati?
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Without Burrow in there.
I got the Commanders.
Guess who they're playing, Gary?
I like the Eagles as well.
Against Bake?
I don't know why. Yeah, I do.
Gary's all in on the Eagles, Anthony, if you haven't figured it out.
I don't like it.
Eagles win by, what's the, let's see, 3.5? 10.
No.
I'll take that.
I'm not
give me 10?
Hell no.
Hey, he said it.
I don't blame you.
He said it.
I said they will. I'm not saying
But
I
you
wouldn't.
don't believe it.
No, I believe it.
If you believed it, you'd back it up.
Nah.
It's a good thought.
I'm just saying.
It's a good try.
Marsh, you got a defense?
Denver's a good defense, especially what I witnessed on Sunday, what the Vikings did. We know Denver, one of the better defenses in the league, so I think it's a good pick.
One team that we completely disrespect over and over and over again is the Indianapolis Colts, perhaps the best team in the NFL, if not the best team in NFL history.
And ever, Bob?
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe.
What's the lesson surrounding Daniel Jones? We'll get into that next on 101 ESPN.
Circa Sports Illinois. Sports betting at your fingertips, the way it should be.
Hey, it's Carey Davis, and Genesis of St. Charles is your #1 Genesis dealer in Missouri. If you're looking for a vehicle, look no further. They got you covered. And right now, the all-out sellout has arrived. Genesis of St. Charles is out to break all sales records in September. This month only, you receive a $500 gift card with any vehicle you purchase, with any new vehicle you purchase. And if you want to trade in, they're offering more on your pre-owned vehicle than ever before. Every purchase comes with 3 years of complimentary service valet, must be within 125 miles, and that means complimentary vehicle pickup and delivery, plus a loaner vehicle at no additional cost. You can schedule it online easily, or you can give them a call at 636-265-5215. If you're in the market for something new, let Genesis of St. Charles bring the test drive to you. They are located closer than you think, and they have a large selection of new Genesis models in stock, ready for you to take home today. Experience the luxury service at the state-of-the-art facility located at 5601 Veterans Memorial Parkway in St. Peters, right off of Mid Rivers Mall and Highway 70. You can visit them online if you can't get into the store. Visit them online at genesisofstcharles.com. Again, that's genesisofstcharles.com, and tell them Carey sent you.
Hey, it's me again, Dr. Pryor. I've missed you, so I spent more money on advertising because I couldn't help but notice that you still haven't made an appointment with me at 100 West Dental. It's quite simple, really. Just type www.100westdental.com into a web browser and schedule a consultation with me, Dr. Pryor. That's 100 West Dental. Or call me. Please call me at 636-585-0100. I can't wait to see you.
Fast Lane on 101.
It's a Fast Lane here on 101 ESPN. It is time for the lineup game. Marshy, who we got on the bump facing the Redbirds?
All right, is JT Brubaker.
Ooh.
He is a right-handed pitcher.
All right, the old RHP. Yeah, you know me. All right, Carey, go ahead.
I don't know. Is Donnie playing?
I don't know. He pulled a trickaroo yesterday, and then he even left the game again.
What's going on here?
I don't know what's going on.
Listen about this turf toe that he has going on and how it has affected his groin.
Here's what I'll say. The Cardinals have to win. They have to win.
Yes.
So if I'm Brendan Donovan and I know my team has to win.
Guy's a gamer. Show us Brendan Donovan.
Okay.
Look at that guy. Vibrant.
It's kind of where I was going, but yeah, no, it's good that you jumped in, Anthony. That's good. Thank you. Appreciate it a lot.
Show us Ivan Herrera.
Oh, Yvonne? That's a French-ass name, Yvonne. Yeah, my little croissant. Little cheese on my croissant.
Show us. Yeah, I like Burleson.
I thought I told you I'm a star.
You're already acting like you're a star, and we haven't even opened yet.
If you will.
Show us.
Nolan Arenado. A lot of people think you get in your mid-30s and your career's over, but like I always say, until they stop scouting, I ain't going to stop playing.
You can do it next year.
All right. Who was this yesterday?
It was JC until they changed it, and then who the hell knows? What do we need? First
Newt. Be Newt.
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't it be Newt?
All right, probably.
Newt. There it is.
Show us Lars Newtbar.
International superstar.
Watch out, don't run into any walls or anything.
So Donnie is playing second base. This will be Sajasi here, Anthony.
Agreed.
Show us Thomas Sajasi.
Richard, do I have a mark on my face? It really hurts.
Nope, nothing. I thought I hit you on the shoulder.
My shoulder doesn't hurt very much, but my face does.
Pajes. After Crooks played last night?
Sure. Yeah, probably.
Show us Pedro Pajes.
Smithers, throw this at him.
You're out.
Maybe.
Jordan Walker had a nice double.
Yeah, he's
stand-up double.
Yep.
Go ahead, Carey.
Jordan Walker.
Die for every ball. It's boring otherwise, plus it looks harder. The most important play in right field is what I like to call the janitor throw. Guaranteed out every time. I call it the janitor throw because it cleans up that are trying to take an extra base on you.
Why don't we end with a perfect lineup? You guys ready for church?
No.
Show us Victor Scott.
Run, run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's a Redbird winner.
That's a Redbird winner.
Yay.
Run it, Marsh.
All right, leading off, second baseman Brendan Donovan, batting second. Your DH, Ivan Herrera, batting third. First baseman, Alec Burleson. Your cleanup hitter, third baseman.
Ooh.
Arenado! Could be the last time. Batting fifth in left field, Lars Newtbar. Batting sixth, the shortstop, Thomas Sajasi. Batting seventh in catching, Pedro Pajes. Batting eighth in right field is Jordan Walker. And batting ninth in center field, Victor Scott, the second.
Back. They fair! They fair!
Go fair, go fair!
I don't believe what I just saw!
Home run.
All right. This is it.
Yeah, that's the last one, huh? I'm just going to stay with Ivan Herrera.
Jamie, I would like to congratulate you on your winning home run derby challenge. Try to make it interesting over the last month, but I fell short. Congratulations, my friend.
Is it actually over?
I mean, it is, basically.
I mean, you need the pinch hit home run, and then they need to stay in the lineup and hit another home run. That's basically all you have at this point.
Show us, me, Nolan Gorman, please.
That's exactly who I'd pick.
Yeah, I got it.
To do that.
What do you mean, why?
You have to do that.
What do you mean, why, Nancy Kerrigan?
Because Carey wanted Gorman.
I did want Gorman. I wrote it
now
down.
Carey believes in Gorman all of a sudden.
Yeah, now it does.
Got a chance.
I told you those numbers.
He's due.
Who's hitting? I have no clue. Who's on the bench?
Poso, Crooks, Fermin.
Give me Poso.
I don't know if he's going to see the light of day, but I got it.
Man,
yeah.
I mean, him
You don't
Crooks.
Well, I will.
I don't care.
I'll pick the guy that I started with that gave me a 3-0 lead at the beginning of the season, and I have yet to really do anything with that. Give me Brendan Donovan.
There you go.
There you go. All right. Maybe you can bookend your season, Marsh.
It'd be like golf, right? You start off nice. Maybe you birdie the first hole, and then the next 16 holes are
Snowmen.
absolutely terrible.
No.
I'm not that bad, Anthony.
Well, Marsh, you know what? You're right.
Not that bad, but then the 18th hole, Anthony, you have a great shot, a great putt. You want to go out there for another 18, but you know you can't.
Yeah.
Keeps you coming back.
It really does.
Day's over. Turn off the lights. All righty. So we got interrupted by the lineup game. What is the lesson surrounding Daniel Jones and the quote-unquote QB revival? Are there any similarities between Daniel Jones and some of these other guys that have revived their careers elsewhere? We'll tell you next on 101 ESPN.
If you're looking for a smart, stable investment that year after year produces growth and maybe appreciates year after year, how about U.S. farmland? Some of the experts around here in the great United States of America, we've got Warren Buffett, Shad Khan, other really smart people with their money. They're investing in U.S. farmland. But here's the best part. You don't have to be a millionaire or a billionaire to invest in U.S. farmland. No. What you have to do, though, is pick up the phone and call my guy, Chris Bronner. He's the founder of AgVest, and ask him about it. He's going to tell you the same thing I've already told you, that the returns, they're steady returns, long-term growth, and just real stability, where you're not watching the stock market every single day and getting all stressed out. And if you own farmland, call AgVest as well. They can help you maximize the value with full service management, from sourcing and diligence to rent, as well as tenant selection. But you do have to pick up the phone and call Chris Bronner at 618-520-7022. That's 618-520-7022. Or you can visit agvestadvisors.com. Buy land. They are not making it anymore.
5:02, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler with Ann Jamarsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. I was reading a report by The Athletic talking about Daniel Jones and how the Colts have kind of unlocked him this season. And it's only been a couple of games, so we'll see how it all plays out. But they talked about his relentless preparation. He's the first to arrive. He's last to leave the facility. Teammates have joked that he's never on time for dinners because he's still watching film or breaking down plays. He'll send late-night text and morning ideas to teammates about plays and adjustments. They're 3-0 to start the season. Indy became the first NFL team ever to score on its first 10 possessions of a season, 103 points in 3 games, most to start a season in franchise history. Only 1 punt in that span. It's the fewest since 1940. Again, long way to go here with the Colts, but it does look, for all intents and purposes, that the Colts are the latest team to figure it out with a quarterback who other teams wrote off, specifically the Giants in this case, because the Vikings, I think, even wanted to bring him back last year or in the offseason, and he decided he wanted to try to, start someplace else. Do you guys see any similarities between the revival quarterbacks, the Baker Mayfields, the Sam Darnolds, to a lesser extent now because he's not playing well, but Geno Smith did revive his career in Seattle, and now it looks like Daniel Jones is on that trajectory.
Yeah, if we take Geno Smith out of the equation, just if we do, the only similarity I see is that these retread quarterbacks are at some point going through a really smart offensive coach. And you had Sean McVay with Baker Mayfield, Kyle Shanahan with Sam Darnold, as well as Kevin O'Connell for Sam Darnold, and now Daniel Jones. He's in a spot now where he's got a really good offensive coordinator, and he also spent some time with the Vikings and Kevin O'Connell. So that's the one thing I'm seeing is that maybe some of these offensively gifted coaches are explaining the game better to them. Because if you go back, and I've said this for a number of years, Anthony, you've worked with me for a long time, how many quarterbacks are ruined by the NFL? Because they get drafted so high to teams that are no good. They don't have any protection. They don't have any weapons. In fact, sometimes they're completely playing under panic. Like Baker went with Cleveland. He did okay, but he really didn't have a lot of support there.
Right.
We know what Sam Darnold went through. Daniel Jones, what he went through. So when you go through the list of those guys, you're doing a disservice to a lot of these young quarterbacks. And when they find a coach that can slow the game down for them, they're having some success. And that's the only thing I'm seeing.
What about you, CD?
I think Daniel Jones is playing really well. He's third in passing yards. He's number 1 in QBR. He's top in passer rating, top 5 in passer rating, top in yards per game. Every statistical category he's very high in, or top 5 in. He's only thrown 3 touchdowns, but he hadn't turned the ball over. And I think one of the other impressive things is he's only been sacked twice, which to me lets me know he's getting the ball out of his hands quickly enough to understand he's got the protection up front, but he also knows what he's looking at in order to get the ball out quick enough to not take those unnecessary hits. So all of those things, when you put all those things together, you're seeing a player play at an extremely high level. And I think you may have seen the best version of Jalen Hurts when Shane Steichen was his offensive coordinator. You haven't seen Daniel Jones play at this level, and now he's being coached by Shane Steichen with the Indianapolis Colts as his head coach. You're starting to see some of those things come to fruition. So for me, he's playing really, really well, getting rid of the ball, knowing where the ball needs to go. As you said, able to score on 10 of their first possessions to start a season. Like, that's him as well, understanding which plays to get out of if it needs to be an audible call. So you're driving your team down the field to be in scoring position. You're playing really well. So for me, I'm watching him play football. And I said it yesterday, he's going to be the reason. Jackson Dart is starting now in New York for the Giants. Daniel Jones and the way that he's playing right now under Shane Steichen will possibly be the reason that Brian Daboll gets fired.
It's an indictment. It's an indictment on Brian Daboll.
It speaks volumes to why you were not able to get the most out of this player. Again, offensive line is different, right? The schemes are different. The players around you. Malik Neighbors is a hell of a football player, though. Saquon Barkley, when you had him, was a hell of a football player. You didn't get this version of Daniel Jones for whatever reason. I know Malik and Saquon didn't play together, but you're not getting you were not getting the best out of Daniel Jones when he was in New York. And right now, it seems, again, it is early, like you said, but it seems like you're getting the best version of Daniel Jones. This is what Cutcliffe thought of Daniel Jones when he was coming out of college. Like, this is the thought process of Daniel Jones when he left Duke. He's a top-tier quarterback along the lines of the Elis and the Peyton because he played under the same coordinator, same coach. You're seeing it now. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Took 6 years, 7 years. What is it, 6 or 7 for Daniel? Got to be 6.
Yeah, 6 at least.
So it's taken some time to get to this point, but to your point, Jamie, to your point, Anthony, sometimes the coach can bring the best out of you. And I think that's what you're seeing right now from Daniel Jones.
It's certainly a combination of things. I also think that if you look at the similarities between the teams, let's go back here, right? Daniel Jones with the Giants trying to figure it out. The Giants organization, there's a reason why they were able to select Saquon Barkley so high and Daniel Jones so high. They were drafting high because they weren't very good. Terrible. Baker Mayfield started in Cleveland. They had the number 1 overall pick when they selected him. We all know Cleveland's track record. When he went to Carolina, he went from a bad team to another bad team. It wasn't until Jamie said, he goes to the Rams, where he started to get some good coaching, finish out the year there, and then he went to a Tampa team that most of the roster won a Super Bowl with Tom Brady. So that was a winning culture that Baker stepped into. Yeah. And then they did things like, they brought in Dave Canales, who's now the head coach in Carolina, and eventually Duval, Liam Cohen. And they played to his strengths. He became more aggressive, decisive as a passer. He had more weapons. He had a better offensive line, which let's not overlook that. Yep. So Baker went from a bad team to a bad team to a good team to a good team, and now he's thriving. Daniel Jones started with a bad team, went to a good one, and now it looks like a team that is starting to be on the rise again in the Colts.
He's a major part of it, too.
Absolutely. Geno Smith went from the Jets to Pete Carroll in Seattle, who won a Super Bowl, should have won 2. Very good structured system in Seattle. Right. And they did a nice job of allowing him to attack downfield, simplified the reads, and he wasn't turning the ball over. Gary, you had mentioned that. Turnovers with Daniel Jones. These guys aren't turning the ball over anymore. And then finally, Sam Darnold. Same situation, by the way. Goes from the Jets, who might as well be the Browns, to the Panthers, same Panthers team, to Minnesota, or to San Francisco for a short bit, and then Minnesota. These guys went from horrible teams, poorly coached, poorly designed scheme, bad surrounding cast, bad O-line, to eventually good teams with good O-lines. Like there's something that is the path. Now, not every quarterback can do that. Some quarterbacks are just bad.
And generally, when you are a first-round quarterback, you're going to be drafted to a team that is bad. Like the offensive line is bad. We didn't get to see the best of Andrew Luck because his spleen got lacerated.
Why
you don't have one. His spleen was lacerated. Like he was
getting. What do you think happened to mine?
Is it still there?
No.
They got it out of
Croatia.
Well,
somewhere.
Sorry about that.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Might be. Well, either way. But he was thrown to the wolves. Like you see these quarterbacks when they're younger and they're first round draft picks, they don't have enough around them to be able to have the success that they need. So I think good for Daniel Jones if he got out of New York and that was not a good situation and they were unable to get him to the level that he is now. Mm-hmm. It speaks volumes to what he's done in his career to be able to play at this high of a level.
Sure.
Jackson Dart has an opportunity this weekend, and we'll be able to see if Brian Daboll has the ability to coach quarterbacks at the level that he was hired to do so.
Right.
Is anybody else as nervous as I am for Jackson Dart this weekend?
I'll put my hand in the air.
I'm intrigued to see how it goes for him.
I'm intrigued, too, because I don't want to watch Russell Wilson throw the ball out of the back of the end zone, not once but twice.
That was a Hail Mary. They had to throw that pass.
He threw it out of the back of the end zone on 4th down. Game on the line. He's like, you know what? The hell with it. I'm going to throw it out of the back.
There was a Giants. There's a guy wearing a Giants jersey in that tunnel.
Russell,
You're right.
Maybe he thought
I'm not being
was
fair.
a teammate.
Yeah. That guy shouldn't have been standing there.
How dare you wear a jersey to a game?
Now, that guy was not part of the passing concept, but nonetheless.
Nor was he in bounds.
Maybe he should have been.
He was actually 10 yards out of bounds. Yeah.
I had a teammate that I thought had like bad depth perception. Like he couldn't
walleye.
He couldn't see couldn't see the ball
terrible.
well. Like he would go for it and it would fall like 3 yards in front of him. Like you can't see, can you? And you can't tell where the ball is going to end up. Maybe he has that issue. Maybe Russell has that issue with receivers.
He is getting older.
Yeah, maybe he thinks they're at the 10-yard line and they're actually at the 20 and he throws it too far.
Or maybe he thinks they're in the end zone, but they're 15 yards deeper.
There you go.
It's a good thought. Yeah. Does he not realize he plays for the Giants now? Because he keeps throwing other teams.
Well, Jameis had that issue too.
He did, but he got the eye.
He got his eyes checked.
Yeah.
He's good.
Yep.
He might be in next week.
You never know.
Come on, guys. Russell Wilson, he's Mr. Unlimited.
Mr. Unlimited. Has there ever been somebody that you rooted for, like Russell Wilson earlier in his career, and just wanted to fail so badly because he's so annoying?
Yeah, I don't know. He's a good one because I liked him in Seattle. I thought
I did too. I loved him.
He was an exciting quarterback, could run, pass, all that stuff.
Good attitude.
And then the moment he left, I started hearing things about his tenure in Seattle. So I already started not liking him just as an individual.
Sure.
Never mind his football skills.
Right. Or lack thereof.
And then when he was in Denver and he just became Mr. Not Unlimited, but Mr. Annoying. Yeah.
You don't think Russell is a Hall of Famer?
No, sir.
No.
He's got great stats, but I don't think you can keep him. I don't think you should
He's
put him
no
in.
Joe Flacco.
He had a good run.
Is Aaron Rodgers one of those quarterbacks for you, Anthony?
100%.
Did you used to like Aaron Rodgers?
You know what? I did not. No, I never did.
I know Carey didn't because he beat his Pittsburgh Steelers in the Super Bowl.
Not his.
I wasn't there.
But
no, I know you weren't there, but
actually, I didn't care. I cared.
At that time, you didn't care. Understand?
I mean, no, I you know what? I remember watching that game because that was the year after they let me go and I ended up in Washington. And
were you bitter?
A little bit, but then I was sitting there watching the game. I hadn't watched all football all year because I went to training camp with Washington and then didn't sign anywhere, and I was just at home, and that was like the beginning of the end.
Yeah.
And I hadn't watched a game all year. Still was in the Super Bowl. Turned it on. I was like, I don't care. And then I saw one of my former teammates, have a blunder, and I was like, I felt really bad.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I did want them to win.
Good.
Yeah, I wanted them to win, but going into it, I didn't care one way or the other.
They could have used 38 out there.
They could have because, well, yeah. I'd have made the block.
They lost because of you. You didn't believe all season. You didn't watch them.
I didn't watch anybody.
And then,
wow.
No, you need to hear this, Carey. This is all about believing.
Well, did you watch the NFC Championship game when we played the Eagles?
Of course I did.
Yeah, well.
That was my fault.
Yeah.
Touche. Touche.
All right.
I've watched both times the Falcons went to Philly, and actually 3 times. I don't. Besides week 2 last year, I don't think the Falcons have ever won in Philly. They've lost 3 playoff games.
That was in Atlanta, wasn't it?
No, that was in Philly.
Was it in Philly? No.
That Kirko Chainz got him?
Last year.
Last year was in Philly.
Dropped the ball.
Yeah, that was week 2 in Philly.
What was the last time you believed in the Falcons?
That's probably a good question.
I'm being
98.
genuine.
No, you believed in 2000.
No.
You believed in 04.
I believed in 04 for sure.
We beat the hell out of the Rams.
Yeah, that was, and that season, you guys were rolling all season. Like, that was a really good team. I believed in them in 2010 when Aaron burned them down. Super Bowl. I thought that team was special.
They were.
So you did believe in them.
Oh yeah.
So it still didn't work.
A year after I did too. Mm-hmm. A year after they beat the Rams, a lot of St. Louis football fans were rooting for the Falcons because that was the first year the Rams were in LA and the Falcons beat them in the wild card round.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then the following week they went to Philly and got stopped on the 3-yard line.
Was that the Nick Foles?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Eagles would have not won the Super Bowl had the Falcons gone 3 yards, but nobody remembers and nobody cares because nobody cares about losers. It's a fact. You know it, Jamie. It's a fact.
He's not wrong.
Thank you.
He's not wrong.
College football week 5, look ahead. We'll look ahead at what could be a massive week in college football. That's next on 101 ESPN.
With over 2 decades of family ownership and operation, E&B Granite is St. Louis's trusted name in renovations for your kitchen, your bathroom, or those outdoor living spaces. They offer an extensive selection of custom countertops of all kinds, colors, and granite, marble, soapstone, so many great things to choose from, as well as the cabinets. They've got flooring that cater to diverse tastes, so whatever you're into, they've got you covered. They've got tons of different colors, patterns, styles. No matter what you pick out, it's going to be awesome over there at E&B Granite. You take a trip down to the showroom, by the way, 6135 Manchester Avenue. Walk in, talk to one of the in-house design staff members. They're going to walk you through the entire process of picking out all the things that you want. And they got some amazing selections again. And then the fabricators, installers, they're going to get into your home and take care of everything. Take out all the old stuff. Make sure it's all taken out properly, no marks on the walls, things like that. And then when they do their installation, you're going to love the finished product with E&B Granite. So please stop down there again, or better yet, call ahead, book an appointment. Tell them Jamie Rivers sent you in. Their number is 314-645-9300. That's 314-645-9300, or you can always visit enbgranite.com. E&B Granite, luxury for less for Missouri and Illinois.
All right, let's take a look ahead to week 5 in college football, Carey. I think that this week is going to be fascinating overall. I think we should start with the Big Ten matchup, the big Big Ten matchup. It'll be Saturday night, Beaver Stadium. whiteout for Penn State.
Always beautiful.
Against Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this matchup is fascinating for a couple of reasons. One, it's a rematch from last year's Big Ten championship game, a game in which Oregon raced out to a quick, I think it was like 28-10 at one point. Penn State chipped away, but eventually Oregon wound up winning the game. But it's two quarterbacks, one in Drew Aller that has got, at least in some people's opinions, I agree with you. I don't know if he's quite NFL ready, but a lot of people think he's going to be. And then Dante Moore on the other side,
really well,
who has played fantastic this season. I think Penn State's the better overall team. But your favorite question is always, can James Franklin win the big game?
That's going to be the question that's going to be asked until he does. Right now, I was reading something, I watched something earlier. He's 4-20 versus top 10 teams in his Penn State.
That's not
career.
A small sample size.
4-20 versus top 10. He's 1-14 versus top 5 teams. So wow, that's
James Franklin.
What you get from James Franklin and his teams. And it's not always, I mean, you got to have the talent, you got to have the guys. But when it comes to those big games, it's like what we were talking about earlier when you talk about Buffalo, when you talk about Detroit, when you talk about some of these teams that haven't won the big playoff game. Mm-hmm. If you don't win the big game, nobody cares.
Right.
You can be a top 5 team all season long. You can make it to the college football playoffs, and you can have a dud when you play a team that is as good or better than you. Yep. And that's essentially what's been going on with Penn State and James Franklin his entire time there. So this is a game that, as you said, it's in Happy Valley. It's at night.
This is the team.
This is the team
like
that
this is it.
Your quarterback came back.
Yep.
Mizzou is happy that he did because they got a quarterback
no kidding.
from Penn State.
Two capable backs.
Two backs that are going to be top 2 or 3 in rushing all time in Penn State history. Like those two guys are going to go down as 2 of the best running backs to ever play at Penn State. Mm-hmm. Both NFL guys. Your quarterback, NFL guy. Like
you went to the portal to get wide receivers, which you didn't have.
You got everything in your favor, and it's a night game in Happy Valley, and it's beautiful.
Yeah,
it's a whiteout. Like to me, Penn State is up there as one of the best atmospheres for college football, especially at night. I told you all, it's like they landed a stadium in the middle of nowhere because when you look out, there's nothing there. Like it's nothing. It's like it's space. So for me, it's gonna be a great game. But James Franklin got to find a way to win.
Yeah, if not now, when?
Yeah,
that's my question with James Franklin. But this Oregon team, they match up pretty well. They got the QB. They've got their own explosive running back. The wide receivers for Oregon are steady. They run that quick tempo. Can Penn State generate enough pressure to disrupt that? I think that's the question that I have going into this game. Outside of of course James Franklin winning, being able to win it. But Dan Lanning, this is a guy that hypes up his teams in these situations better than most. I remember when they showed the Wisconsin jump around, which they play heading into the fourth quarter, and he had his guys in practice.
To it.
Anytime they played that song in practice, he had his guys get hyped up. Mm-hmm. So as soon as Wisconsin played it going into the fourth quarter,
they would hype them up.
Oregon was doing the same thing. Like they were fired up, so it wasn't like this intimidating thing. Dan Lanning's a smart coach. I think he's going to have his guys prepared.
I think they put the boots to Penn State.
Oh, do you?
Absolutely.
Wow.
I absolutely feel that way.
You're saying flying V all over Penn State's stadium.
Yep, I do. I just the combination of all the things we just talked about. Mm-hmm. And I just think Oregon's got a better team. Never mind the coach, and the coach can't win the big game and all this stuff. Me, personally, I think Oregon's team is better. I think their offense is powerful. I am taking Oregon in this game.
I'm leaning towards Oregon. Mine is a little bit personal. My kids playing for him.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
good.
Starting D tackle.
What's his name?
Gray. Redshirt freshman.
There we go.
Tion Gray.
Tion Gray. Okay.
And then Devin Jackson. He's the son of one of my former teammates who went to Illinois.
Nice.
So
There you go.
Two really good kids.
Awesome.
All the more reason now.
Obviously, yeah. Hazelwood Central.
Yeah.
All right, good stuff. All right, so Carey, this isn't a wound situation here. Honest football question. Illinois season, it's on the line.
Yeah, it's on life support if you don't win this game. Like your playoff picture, and that would mean you gotta beat the number one team in the country in Ohio State in a couple of weeks. You got to go on the road to Washington and handle that business
you gotta
properly.
Get into the Big Ten
you got to get into
game.
You got to find a way. I don't know if you need to. I think if you're only a 2-loss team in the Big Ten and two of those losses are to Indiana, Ohio State, Indiana, USC, Indiana, Washington. Like I still think you have a chance to be in the college football playoffs. But if you lose to USC. You lose to Ohio State, it's done.
Yeah.
It's done. But you can't play Ohio State this week. You can't play Oregon. You can't play Washington this week. You got to play USC. And we talked about it earlier. Their quarterback, Maeva, he's really good at picking teams apart, finding ways to get to his receivers. I think it'll be a little bit different element than what we faced last week, which was now short passes, RPO game. But don't be surprised if USC runs a heavy dose of that as well to start the game or at some point in the game to see if you fixed that problem that for whatever reason last week you could not solve. You were unable to solve the RPO game. You were unable to solve the inside zone run. You were unable to solve the blitzing linebackers and the DT stunt, the tackle stunts, the tackle end stunts. You got to figure out a way to get all of those things corrected offensively and defensively for Saturday, or you're going to have a long day again.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, yes, if they lose this game, it's going to be college football playoffs hopes are on life support.
What are your guys' feelings on another upset that I've got circled?
Can we guess?
You can try and guess, yeah.
All right. Is it in the SEC?
It is.
Alabama over Georgia?
No. I do not have that.
LSU over Ole Miss?
Well, no. That would be...
Ole Miss over LSU,
Thank you.
Ole Miss is favored.
Ole Miss is favored?
Yeah, small.
Where are they playing at? They playing at Ole Miss?
Yeah.
Well, 1.5.
1.5.
But I'm talking about rankings.
I don't think that's
13 beaten 4.
13 beaten 4.
I got Ole Miss.
Yeah, Ole Miss.
That's
Ole
what I'm
Miss is
talking
13.
about. I know you're
LSU
talking about
4.
Vegas underdog. I'm talking about the rankings.
I got you.
Like an upset as far as the rankings would be concerned.
Understood.
LSU defensively is one of the top defenses in the country, I think. Offensively, I just need to see.
But they're going into Ole Miss. Tough spot to play.
No, I'm agreeing with you. I don't. But to his point, because Ole Miss is favorite, I don't know if it's an upset.
Yeah.
But I do see
in the rankings
Ole Miss handling or hanging.
You know what,
with
guys? I totally screwed it up. Okay.
Rankings wise, I get it.
I'm going to hand in my computer card. We'll be done with this.
No, stay.
No.
Don't you stay right there. You're fine. You got
everything up.
Hey, we got Freedom Friday in a couple days, okay? So
Is that this week?
yes, sir.
It is.
Yeah.
Maybe here, Carey, you leaving us again.
I don't know yet. I got to figure it out.
Are you serious?
So serious. We play at 11 a.m. on Saturday.
I love how Freedom Fridays become our favorite thing, and you bums are never here.
I'll be here.
You weren't here last time.
I know.
Ole Miss's quarterback has been really fun to watch this season. And he's actually, I guess, technically the backup.
Yeah, Chambliss.
Yes, Trinidad. Chambliss. He has been. I think he's the real deal.
Mm-hmm.
I have Ole Miss in this game as well, Jamie.
Okay.
Because LSU, it's like, look, your defense is like, hey, we figured out our defense. It's awesome. Is your offense still humming? Oh God, no, it's not. Well, what happened to Nussmeier? No, he's there. Like LSU's just a weird team. They're off to a good start, obviously, but it's like they've had these incomplete teams for the last couple of years. If it hasn't been their defense that has let them down right now, it could be their offense. I don't. The offense hasn't let them down yet because they're 4-0, but you see where I'm getting at here. All right, Alabama, Georgia as well.
I don't know who Alabama is.
Do we know who? And I like Georgia. But do we know who Georgia is this season?
No, they're better than Alabama.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alabama, Georgia should have lost to Tennessee.
To Tennessee.
Tennessee was handling their business. They do. Tennessee was handling their business and just couldn't find a way to finish. You put a lot of pressure on the field goal kicker, young man.
But Alabama got blown away by Florida State.
You watch your mouth about the Florida State Seminoles.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man.
Oh, Tommy. I don't know. We'll see. I think it's going to be
Roll
a good game.
Knowles.
Roll no. Okay. Bobby Bowden?
Yeah.
Terry's brother?
Yeah. Actually.
Yeah.
It's the first time I was like, yeah, no, you're right. All right, it's a fast one on 101 ESPN. We'll get into we'll kind of have a bigger breakdown throughout the week when it comes to these college football matchups, because this is a really fun week. Marsh, you feel good about Iowa State hosting 3-0 Arizona?
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
Marsh's Cyclones.
Go Clones.
There you go. And, of course, my CMU Chippewas are hosting Eastern Michigan.
You guys' favorite?
In their MAC opener.
Who's favorite?
Let's see. I actually don't know. What do you think the spread is, Carey, as I look this up?
6.5.
Favor of?
Oh, CMU, of course.
They're 5.5-point favorites. So I don't know if you believed that, but you still nailed it. I think you're going to say Eastern.
I knew
it. You know, I'll let you go on that. All right, we have Beat the Streak, and Marsh, you're excited for this Beat the Streak.
Yeah, I am.
Well, tell people what's going on.
Oh, well, Nick is back, and because Brendan Donovan was not in the lineup the other day, he gets 2 picks.
2 picks,
to tie. I believe it's Justin. Let me just double check real quick. That is correct. Justin, who has a streak of 8. He has the longest listener streak this year at 8. And if Nick gets both of his picks tonight, if he gets the hits, he will tie Justin for the longest streak this year.
How do we figure it out then? I mean, do we have a hit off?
We may have to have the hit off. We'll figure out. We'll see how Nick does tonight. Then we'll go from there. Mm-hmm. Beat the Streak, bet the board next on 101 ESPN. Well, I'm already looking forward to Thursday night football. You got the Cardinals and you got the Seahawks, and then you got a full slate of college and pro. And if you're playing any of these games, do it at Underdog. Underdog is the #1 place to make your entries and win a bunch of money all season long in both NFL and college. I'm going to just talk to you about the NFL, but again, know that they got college football, they got baseball, they got hockey, they got everything. Playing on Underdog, super easy. Just choose whether or not a player is going to go higher or lower on their stats. Stats like touchdowns, rushing yards, passing yards, interceptions. They even got fantasy numbers, too. Here's the projected fantasy points for a player. Does that seem too high to you, or do you think it's too low? You build your card. You could play for as little as $1, and you could win up to 5,000 times your money playing at Underdog. Download the app today. Sign up with my promo code. It's just my first name, Anthony, to score $50 in bonus funds when you play your first $5. Again, that promo code is Anthony. Millions of fans have already won billions making plays on Underdog. Will you be next? Underdog. Make plays, win money. Must be 18 or older and present in Missouri. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for more details. Concern with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncbgambling.org.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
I'm Andrew Marsh. It's time for a Sports Center update brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling. The Cardinals back in action tonight, taking on the San Francisco Giants. Sonny Gray is on the mound. He'll face off against JT Brubaker. First pitch tonight is at 8:45. If you have missed anything from today's show, including our interview with Brad Thompson, make sure you go to 101ESPN.com or check out the free Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. Just head to the podcast page. You'll find all of our interviews and all of our shows. And it's all brought to you by the Schaefer Door Company. We have Beat the Streak and Bet the Board coming up next. I'm Andrew Marsh, and this Sports Center update is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
I want to hit baseballs.
All of my successes depend on me.
You ready to hit?
The hits just keep on coming.
And his first big league hit is a bullet up the middle.
All right, this is a big deal. Our guy Nick is back with an opportunity to tie the Beat the Streak record. Wow. Nick.
Let's go.
You nervous?
No, not really.
All right, cool. Sounds good. Regular old Jordan Bennington over here. All right, Nick. Well, you have two selections because you had Brendan Donovan the other night, and Brendan Donovan wound up being a scratch, so we're not going to punish you for that. So you get two, and if you hit both, you'll tie Justin for the longest streak, and then Jamie says we need to have a hit off, so I guess we'll figure that out. But you got to get the job done tonight. So who are your two selections?
So I was going to go back with Brendan Donovan, but he got scratched. So I might go with Alec Burleson and Ivan Herrera, meaning that the Giants are doing a bullpen day.
Oh. So you got Burleson and Herrera.
Yeah.
All right. Good luck, man. Marsh, who do you have?
I'm going to go with, for the final time, maybe.
No.
Loves those storylines. Carey.
Oh, give me Willie Adames.
Oh, we're flipping, huh?
No, I went Matt Chapman yesterday. Oh, you want to go? Oh, you want to go back? No.
Channing's not in the lineup today.
Oh,
so yeah, it's all good.
You know, I did it for you. You did it for me. Do you want?
Honestly, I'm good.
Do you want
Adames? I don't. I got somebody else. Thank you, though.
Yeah, no problem.
Jamie.
Yeah. I don't know how long he'll play, if he'll play the whole game, but give me Brendan Donovan. Is he not in? Or did he get scratched again?
He's in.
He's in. What the hell does that look for then?
Give me Heliot Ramos.
Heliot? What the hell?
Would you guys like to know how long your streaks were for 2025?
Yes,
Our
please.
longest streak?
Our longest streak.
I think I'm currently on it right now.
I had a streak of 18 that occurred at the beginning of the year. Anthony, you have a streak of 10. You had two streaks of 10. And Alec Burleson missed, did not get a hit. If he gets the hit, you would have had a streak of 21, and you would have had the longest streak ever to be played in this game here in the Fast Lane. Carey, you had a streak of 10. Jamie had a streak of 9. And, of course, now we know Nick has a chance to tie Justin for the longest listener streak, which is 8.
All right. Well, go get him, Nick. Good luck to you, pal.
Yeah, me too. Hey, question for you. If the Cardinals are one game out of the wild card, do you think they go through a full-blown rebuild like the White Sox, or do you think they do what the Blues did and just retool the whole thing?
I think they retool. Yeah. I don't think we're going to see a full.
They've got too many young players already on the roster to go through a rebuild.
Yeah.
That'd be a retool.
I agree. I don't think we'll see the full rebuild.
Hopefully Heim's a little bit better to his word than Mo was.
It'd be nice. Certainly. We'll find out.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Nick. Thanks, pal.
Yeah, have a good one.
You too. All right, there you go. Nick going for the streak. From Beat the Streak to Bet the Board. All right, we all did real bad except for CD last night. CD was the only one.
Go Carey.
It's your birthday, not until March. All right, Marshy.
Sure.
Latest standings, please.
All right, Anthony, you and Jamie are tied up at 9. Carey has 8. I have 7.
7's the number.
All right, Anthony. You know what? I've been ice cold, so go ahead. Go first.
Okay.
I'll give you that.
Thank you. Man, I don't like any of these plays.
There's not a lot of great plays.
You know, give me them Red Hot Cardinals, minus 115. Sonny Gray versus JT Rudabaker.
Okay.
Rudy's brother?
Yeah. It's actually Brubaker. But
Give me Blake Snell and the Dodgers at minus 150 on the dot.
Give me.
Are you going to do it?
Yeah, Dad.
Francisco Lindor, 1.5 hits, runs, RBI.
Oh, man.
You want to share with the class?
Why are you picking a Mac?
Well, I went with an NL East batter yesterday. He got me a home run in the first at bat, and I'm going to go with another NL East batter.
He's cheering for the Mets, this guy.
What the hell, man? We need the Mets to lose.
Yeah.
He can have a hit and a run.
Increases his chance to win.
And they can lose.
I don't like it.
Who's pitching for the Mets today? They're going against the Cubs. The Cubs are great. Are they not?
Not last night.
I don't like your attitude.
Matthew Boyd, wasn't he an all-star? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's good.
101 ESPN. That's us.
Yeah.
Did he get his pick?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Go ahead, Marsh. I do apologize.
Give me the Cleveland Guardians money line, minus 144. They take on Jack Flaherty and the Detroit Tigers, who are in a tailspin right now. Cleveland money line tonight.
Marsh, I really like that pick. Good pick.
Are you trying to end the show with him pissed off at you again?
This is gold every day.
It is.
He told us.
It's brutal.
101 ESPN, that's us. Salutes our nation's military for service members, their families, and anyone currently on base at Scott Air Force Base. Join us, the Fast Lane, for the annual Military Appreciation Live broadcast next Thursday, October 2nd, from 2 to 6 p.m. If you're on base, hope you stop by, check out the live broadcast. We'll be there again until 6 o'clock. Our Military Appreciation broadcast is brought to you by Air Comfort Service, Heating, Cooling, and Insulation. We will come back. We will wrap up the show with what we learned, 3 stars of the day, maybe some criticisms, maybe some compliments. That's next on 101 ESPN. Hey, you can make a stellar first impression with Mosby Building Art's Out of This World sale. How about a new front door? Just $69 a month. You can boost curb appeal, improve security, and keep the drafts out, all while elevating your home style. But you want to make sure that you call Mosby Building Arts by October 31st, because that's when this current sale ends. You can also protect your home from the top down with Mosby Building Arts. Right now, new gutters start at just $59 a month during these out-of-world sales events. You can stop leaks, you can prevent water damage, and keep your foundation dry with custom-fitted systems. If you're looking at a bigger remodel, well, Mosby's got you covered there, too. Bathrooms to start at just $279 a month. Basements start at just $599 a month. Imagine a home theater, a game room, private office, plus the added value of finished square footage. Again, the offer for all of these ends October 31st. So head to callmosby.com now. Schedule that appointment. When you do talk to them, tell them Stalter sent you. Mosby Building Arts, the right remodeling company. missed anything from today's show, you can always download the podcast available at 101ESPN.com and the 101 ESPN Dobbs Star and Auto Center's mobile app. All the podcasts brought to you by Shave Your Door Company. Time to find out what everybody learned today. Carey, what did you learn today?
I learned that your father loves Coyote Ugly.
Mm-hmm. Help me win a gauntlet today.
You did. I definitely thought you were going to struggle with that one.
Nah.
Like, at least take the options.
Nah, I know. I wouldn't
have known that one.
Coyote Ugly.
Yeah. Options, please.
Jamie, what'd you learn?
I learned, I knew this already, that we're not really good at math. However, I learned that if we do have to do that, Carey is our guy.
Yeah, good job,
Carey is our
Carey.
guy. No offense to anyone else here, but I didn't even try to figure it out. So I know my strengths and weaknesses.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of tried-ish.
No, I figured it out. I just figured it out 2 minutes after Carey.
But that's
But you did figure it out.
Honestly, I didn't attempt, and then I'm like, you know what? I could do that.
Yeah.
Well. But Carey is our math guy, no doubt. Marsh, what'd you learn?
I learned that it might be, and this is kind of a stretch, but it might be better to be a Cardinals fan right now than a Detroit Tigers fan. And why do I say that? Well, because the Detroit Tigers had an 11-game lead on the Cleveland Guardians on September 4th. They are now tied right now for the AL Central. And there is a chance, because Detroit plays Boston in their next series, they are 1 game above the Houston Astros for the final wild card spot. There is a chance for the Detroit Tigers, who were the best team in baseball for half the season, to actually miss the playoffs.
That is crazy. I mean, they were rolling. They were about to win the division, I think, in July. That's
why they don't hand those things out in July, Anthony.
You know what? That's why they play the games. You're absolutely right. No doubt about it. The thing that I learned today is no matter how deliberate and slow you say it, people still can't understand that Ivan Herrera is a DH, including the Cardinals.
They're still struggling?
Mm-hmm.
You think so?
Yeah. Marsh, what do you got for us?
All right, from the 816, Freedom Friday, which is this Friday. Freedom Friday is like a tornado. It runs off the pro athletes.
Oh, wow. That's a crap sandwich for all of us.
Noted. Well,
it runs off of the pro athletes.
I think he means it runs off.
I thought he meant it runs off.
Us off.
Yeah.
Oh, because you guys
they
are
ran
here.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a crap sandwich for you guys, not so much for Marsh.
Yeah. Although it depends how you read it.
Yeah.
Or don't read it.
Yeah.
I like the way you...
I think you're right, Anthony.
Like runs off,
your version's better.
Yeah, your version was much better.
Like a power generator.
Yeah, that's exactly...
I agree.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, Carey.
Yep.
Dirk 3K. Dirk 3K, also Clayton, says, great show today, guys. Happy Hump Day.
Yeah, happy Hump Day to everybody out there.
Yeah.
We might be doing a little humping on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Get over the week. Get over that hump.
I'm looking forward to it.
From the 314, hey, Carey, can we go through the entire play call for the reception for 6 yards in the Super Bowl against the Cardinals? What was the play call or plan for you on the call?
It's a yellow zipper fly wide.
I don't remember the play call. I would have to look at it.
Double bird. Isn't that what Jamie gave Carey when he was driving down the highway?
Yeah, he did. I'm still upset about it. I don't remember the name of the play.
That's a shame.
I don't.
Should be framed on a wall somewhere.
How the hell? I have so many dang on plays in my
Just
brain.
make one up. Who cares?
I wiped them clean after I was done. I don't even remember the play. I don't remember it. I would have to look at it.
You remember the moment, though.
I always remember the moments.
As the ball was being passed, were you nervous?
Hell no. I caught plenty of passes in my lifetime.
Yeah, I was just asking a question, Carey. It wasn't a personal dig.
No.
Wow.
I apologize.
I thought he was talking about the Santonio Holmes catch.
No, he said my catch.
Oh.
You're a piece of...
Well, I thought he was talking about the game-winning catch.
Talking about my catch.
Oh.
I had a catch in the game.
Yeah, damn
I had
right
a couple of targets. One I had to break up Ben almost threw it to, what's that kid's name? That guy's name?
Mike Walls.
Safety. Nah, he was a safety for the Cardinals.
Adrian Wilson.
Darryl Green.
Adrian Wilson. Good job. Darryl Green was like 55, man.
He didn't play for Arizona. Did you Stalter that?
Yeah, sorry, it's getting easy.
Go ahead, Marsh.
It's time for the Fast Lane's 3 Stars of the Day. Presented by Circus Sports Illinois. Sports betting the way it should be.
All right, our third star of the day goes out to the Illabuck Trophy, also known as the Turtle, the wooden turtle.
Stalter's out now.
Second star of the day goes out to BT. It was great having him on last season.
Excellent job.
And our first star of the day goes out to the quote-unquote documentary that Anthony and his father love, Coyote Ugly.
More my dad, but...
No, you love it.
I love it today. I've seen it, absolutely.
How many times, Anthony?
It's an inspirational tale of a...
There are, for sure.
Few of them.
Yep.
Few of them. Yep.
It's an inspirational tale of perseverance, grit, and determination.
Yeah.
That's what...
A lot of lessons.
one way to look at it.
A lot of lessons in that one.
Oh, so many lessons in that one.
All right, for Andrew Marsh, for Carey Davis, for Jamie Rivers, I'm Anthony Stalter. Appreciate each and every one of you listening throughout the course of the day. Today, we're watching via the Snake Pit. We will see you.